Hey, hello everyone. How are we all doing? Lovely to see you all. Welcome back to Premier League Dad. My name is Key and we are live for another, well, it's a big night of FA Cup footy tonight. Wrexham first up, taking on Chelsea. The Racecourse Ground has been a difficult place for many a Premier League side. Nottingham Forest already going out in the last round. Was it in the last round or the third round? I can't remember. Either way, Nottingham Forest already crashing out to Wrexham here at the Racecourse Ground. Will Chelsea suffer for the same fate? I think they might do. I fancy Wrexham tonight. I don't know. I feel like the underdogs tonight. It's where it's going to be at. I don't know why. I feel like it's going to be Wrexham and Newcastle who knock out the teams maybe we're all expecting to go through. I think City will struggle tonight, and I think Wrexham will spring a shock on Chelsea. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But let me know your predictions in the chat. I want to hear from you. We'll be talking footy throughout, as always, but I want to hear your predictions. We'll have our quiz, as usual, as well. But good to see it all. How are we all doing, everyone? Chimey, hey Key, hey chat. Lovely to see you, mate. Ronaldo the GOAT, hi folks. Sarah, good evening, everyone. How are we all diddling? How's our Saturday doing? Let me know in one word in the chat what your Saturday's been like today. I've been at a kid's party today. Well, it's me little girl. It's not just me, right? Me little girl's party. So it's just been bouncy castles and all that sort of stuff, and cutting cake, and you know, the buffet's open, all that sort of stuff going on. So yeah, it's been a big day today, and now I'm ready for a bit of football. I've definitely had my fill of buffet food, and I'm now ready for a bit of football. Hi, Oxford fan. How's he doing? Where are we up to? Let's just catch up on the chat. Just want to make sure I've got everyone in who's in. Tabamoyo, Oxford fan annoying. Leicester and West Brom drawing. Yeah, saw that one. Callum, what you watching? Watching Wrexham against Chelsea, mate. Wrexham-Chelsea kicks off in 20 minutes. I think it might be on BBC One. Is it on BBC One, this one? Don't know what it's on tonight, actually. Let's have a look. Don't know if it is on BBC One. Yes, it is. Live match of the day. Wrexham against Chelsea. Kicks off in 20 minutes. BBC One. We do recover, says boring as my team didn't play today. Who's your team, mate? Tomorrow is Derby Day on Premier League, Dad. We're doing two big derbies back-to-back. We've got the Old Firm first in the Scottish Cup final. That kicks off at 1 o'clock, so I'll be live for the Old Firm tomorrow. And then straight after that, we're going to be watching AC Milan against Inter Milan. Big, massive game at the top of Serie A. AC Milan 10 points behind Inter. Desperately need a win. Rafa Leao and company will be trying to get it sorted. So, yeah, AC Milan, Inter Milan tomorrow. Rangers Celtic tomorrow. Two very, very big games. We do recover. I'm a Villa fan. Oh, okay. Villa out of the FA Cup, aren't you? So who's your next Premier League game, Villa? Oh, you got United, haven't you? Ooh, United at Old Trafford. Yes. Come on, the Villa. Up the Villa tomorrow, next time. Ronaldo says, Key, Arsenal almost bottled it. Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but it wasn't looking too good, was it? It did not look very good for a spell there. They were almost out. Shamner says this could be the upset in the round. I think there might be a few, you know. I still think there's a few upsets to come. SR96 going to watch AC Milan tomorrow all the way from the UK. Lovely, enjoy that, mate. Yeah, it's one of the last few San Siro games you'll see Inter against AC. Obviously, they're doing up the stadium, so there's not too many of them left. Abel Jimenez says Chelsea to win this one 3-1. 3-1, okay. What are we doing? Get your answers in the chat, by the way. You'll see. Hit the predictions, score prediction, first goal scorer, and minute of first goal. Get yours in the chat. What you're thinking. Score prediction, first goal scorer, minute of first goal. B-Sal says, is this round of 16? No, it's 5th round. So it's quarter-final next round. Yeah, quarter-final is the final bit. Jake Key, why do you celebrate goals against Arsenal more than Liverpool goals? I don't know how you quantify that. Have you got a scale? Have you got like a... He does a 7 for Arsenal and a 9 for Liverpool, or a 6? I don't know. I disagree. Dylan, how's it going, lad? What are we up to? Surely Wrexham have a great chance of upsetting Chelsea. I would think so. Yeah, I would think so. Charmy says, Key, I feel guilty glory hunting all these years. I need a small club to follow. How do I join Liverpool? Ah, listen to you. Hey, listen, you've got a long way to go before you catch us in trophies, lad. Long way to go. Halifax finally beat Hartlepool. Ronaldo says 2-1 to Chelsea. Sarah's gone for 2-1 to Wrexham. Any goal scorer predictions? Let's go through the lineups, actually. I want to chat through the lineups because they're already out. There's only 15 minutes to kick off. Let's have a little go at the lineups. Let's see who might be a goal scorer today for Wrexham and Chelsea. So, in goal, it is Okonkwo, Arthur Okonkwo. He's only a young lad. He's out of the Arsenal Academy, Arthur Okonkwo. The last time I remember watching him was against Wrexham Swansea, and he had an absolute shocker. Still only a young goalkeeper, of course. He has done quite well for Wrexham at times this season, but I think he's got a mistake in him. Okonkwo starts in goal. Cleworth, Hyam and Doyle at the back. Longman and Thomason in those wing-back positions. Dobson and Viner in midfield with Rathbone, O'Brien and Smith up front. Gotta say, I'm surprised by that. I did think we would see maybe Kiefer Moore starting, but Kiefer Moore, Nathan Broadhead, both starting on the bench, as does Windass. And Jay Rodriguez, of course, 36-year-old Jay Rodriguez, formerly of Burnley. He is on the bench too, so lots and lots of experience on the bench for Wrexham. For Chelsea, it's Robert Sanchez in goal. It's Sarr, Badiashile, Adrabayo at the back. Hato and Ashampong also complete the back five. Not a particularly strong back five, that is it. Andre Santos and Lavia just in front of them. Garnacho, Neto and Delap front three. I've got to say, having looked at the lineup, I think if anything, that has just given me a little bit more confidence that Wrexham might actually do something tonight. I do. I think there's a real possibility that Wrexham do something now. Looking at that Chelsea lineup, I think they've maybe taken the foot off the gas there, Liam Rosenior. And I think he might pay for it. Ronaldo says, Key, I think Neto will score the first goal in the 40th minute. Dogma says 2-1 for Wrexham. Sam Smith, first goal scorer. Okay. Where are we up to? CK Key, gutted you weren't live to watch the Arsenal corner masterclass. I know. To be honest, I did wonder how they would cope with the sort of boring long ball corner set piece tactics. You know, hit it long and direct and just boring old school football. But, you know, Mansfield seemed to cope quite well, to be honest. Tom Speed says the worst thing that can happen to the Premier League is to have a Welsh club. To be on the safe side, they should deduct them some points. Why? Why, Tom? Why do you think it's the worst thing that can happen? Did you not enjoy it when Swansea and Wrexham were in the Prem? I quite liked it. Joe Key, look, Arteta is behind you with his corner hat. 2-1 Wrexham, says Shell. What are we up to? B-Fit, England is red. Arsenal are the only club that can win this match in this series, so I think it's time. Okay. Baz says 5 CBs from Liam. He's watching Everton, that Rosenior. Where are we up to? Up the Europe chasing toffees. Everton aren't getting in Europe. Come on, don't be silly. Don't be silly. 124 used to be a league leader would go up against low blocks. Now the league leader plays in a low block. It's true. It's very true, mate, isn't it? You called it. Low block gooners. Shell says Mansfield Town played well before. I've still not seen the game. I was having updates on my phone as the game was going on, and there was, you know, the odd goal was going in, and as soon as it went to 1-1, I was thinking, damn, that'd have been brilliant. That'd have been fantastic. For that little brief moment where it looked like Mansfield might have been able to nick something. Sanchez, hey, you're back. How was the birthday? It was good, mate. Yeah, she enjoyed it. It was all good, thank you. Crazy. Kids' parties, though, eh? Yeah, so just manic madness. Loads of screaming kids, and yeah, all good. It was good fun. It was just, she was happy. That's the main thing. Headache now. Definitely had to take 2 headache tablets and just get home, for God's sake. Timbo says, I've just realised Wrexham's manager is the same manager who beat us 4-2 with Bradford. I'm now worried. Phil Parkinson, Phil Parkinson. He's got a bit of experience against Chelsea. Sanchez, good. Hope she had a great day. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Lou says it'll be a belter game, this. Let's see. I think there's a real possibility that Wrexham will go through. I do. I think Wrexham have got a great chance here. Brendan says, Key, are you slot in or slot out? Would you rather Arsenal or City win the league? Be interested to get your opinion on these topics. I know we don't talk about them enough, do we? To be honest, we need to just... Can we just agree all right now before the stream starts that, yeah... I absolutely adore Arsenal. I think the style of play is fantastic, and I think Arne Slot should be sacked immediately. Timbo says, I'm also worried because Tosin is playing. I don't want that donkey in a Chelsea shirt ever again. Not a fan of Tosin Adrabayo. Okay. Connor says, going for a 3-1 to Chelsea. Neto scoring first in the 13th minutes. Let's go, Wrexham. Selby says the Blues to win 4-1. Where are we up to? Sanchez. Cheers, man. Thank you. How's it going? Are you watching the Newcastle v City game, Dylan? Yes, I am. Yeah, I'll be live tonight for Newcastle City. Pretty much straight after this one. Obviously, listen, we've got to agree now because there might be a possibility that Wrexham and Chelsea goes to extra time. If it does, I don't really know what we do. Do we stay with it? Do we? I don't know. Maybe we just go late. We start later for the City game because I don't want to leave it. If it goes to extra time, it goes to extra time. We haven't really got much choice, have we? I guess. Pride of Merseyside says Tuesday is going to be interesting. What, the Galatasaray game? Why? Taylor, Chelsea 0. Chelsea 5-0. Chelsea to win 5-0 at the Racecourse. I can't see it. I don't see it. I think with that lineup that Chelsea have got out there, I look and I honestly think there's only really the front three that I am like, yeah, they're quite a good side then. Like Garnacho, Neto, Delap. They're alright. They can hurt Wrexham. But defensively, Sarr, Badiashile, Adrabayo, all got mistakes in them. Hato, Champong, both very young, both got mistakes in them, not really playing in the right positions either. Andre Santos and Lavia, not been blown away by him, to be honest. Lavia's a talented player, but he's just never really fit. And then you've got Garnacho, Neto and Delap ahead of them. Obviously, Garnacho's got a big point to prove. Neto seems to do really well whenever he plays. I mean, he played really well against Hull in this competition, didn't we? We watched that game. Hull was a really good game as well. But, yeah, Delap, questionable. Toonami says Delap is ass. Yeah, I was trying to be polite. I don't know. I thought he's okay. Taylor, we don't need to put our full-strength team out. Well, yeah, listen, you might come to regret that comment. You just might. Hato's actually been quite good recently. Brendan says stay with it and still switch to City Newcastle after. Okay, we'll see. Well, should we do a little quick Premier League quiz before the game starts? Got 7 minutes to kick off. Should we do a quick quiz? What do you think? Can you name for me the top 15 Premier League goal scorers from Wales? There you go. Get your answers in the chat. The top 15 Welsh Premier League goal scorers. Timbo says, as a Chelsea fan, if Delap was sold in the summer, I wouldn't shed any tears, put it that way. VT, are you the wanker who watches Arsenal every match? That's me, mate. How's it going? Lovely to see you. Shell, nice red for Wrexham key. Absolutely. Giggs says Ronaldo the GOAT. Yes, Giggsy is first. Bellamy is second, Brendan. Correct. Timbo Bale. Gareth Bale is sixth. Keep them coming. Who else? Dylan says Rush. Yep, Ian Rush, of course. So you got Giggs, Bellamy, Bale and Rush so far. Timbo says Wilson. Yeah, Harry Wilson is 10th. Good answer. Keep them coming. Top 15 Welsh Premier League goal scorers. Gets quite difficult once you get down to the nitty-gritty. It feels like you can name sort of 6 or 7, and then after that it does start to get really tough. Callum, can you name the top 15 times Liverpool have made a mistake this season? No, I can't, mate. I think I'd struggle. Mark Hughes, yes. Sparky, good answer, CK. Mark Sparky Hughes is right. Timbo got that too. Chimey Ramsey, yes. Aaron Ramsey is 9th. Brendan Key, the one who watches every Arsenal match. Thomas, yeah, that's going in the bio as well as the man with the worst personality on TikTok. That was another one that was thrown my way, so I might put both of those in the bio. Sanchez, you should be more nicer to Arsenal, Key. You have a lot who have engaged with your clips. The thing is, the clips are taken out of context the same way as anything. If you look at them for 30 seconds, if you watch 30 seconds of someone, you'll get a picture of them, and that's how it tends to stick. But actually, if, you know, the amount of people who've come in, it's been okay when they've come in to give me stick, and then it's been all right. Not Hal Robson Canu, no. Sam Vokes is right though, Neil the astronaut. Love that. And Shell got it too, yeah. Sam Vokes is 15th, just sneaks in. Not Joe Allen, no, not the Welsh Xavi. The Welsh Xavi is not in there. Abiel Jimenez, hi everyone, how are you? How are you, Abiel? Good to see you. We've got Wilson, not Joe Allen, not Earnshaw, no, not Hal Robson Canu. Not Hal Robson Canu. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the top 15. Still another 7 to go. Savage, says Charles Hendry. Yeah. Handsome Robbie Savage. Liam Psyche, is it lucky the Arsenal... Is it true Arsenal got very lucky against Mansfield? Well, I don't know. I've not seen the... I've saw the scoreline, but I haven't seen the game. Neil, Cliff Jones, he's Welsh, isn't he? I imagine he is with a name like Cliff Jones, but no, he's not on the list. Ronaldo the GOAT says Brennan Johnson. Yes, Brennan Johnson is 12th. Good answer. Ian Rush, we've already got, Sarah. Wes Morgan is Jamaican, Brendan. John Hartson. Very good answer, Timbo. Yeah, John Hartson is in there, correct. Sanchez, true. Watched your watch-alongs a few times and warmed up to you, apart from when you bantered Arsenal. I don't think this is banter, innit? You banter me, I banter you. What's your pride? This is how it is. Like, when Liverpool are losing, it's not like people are in the chat going, go easy on him. Go easy on him. It's not nice when his team's losing. No, the balls are caning me. Absolutely caning me. So you take it when Arsenal are getting beat or dropping points. And I take it when Liverpool are getting beat and dropping points. That's how it is. Wayne Hennessy, no. Famously not a top goal scorer, really, Wayne Hennessy. Ryan says Gary Speed, yeah. Gary Speed's 3rd. I'm surprised no one said Gary Speed yet. Not Chris Coleman. Not Wayne Hennessy. Yeah, have we not got Speed until now? Exactly, Gary Speed. Jack, brother, I love watching you hate on Arsenal. It's brilliant. Keep it up. Good to see you in the chat, Jack. I appreciate you coming in, mate. Really do appreciate it. Ashley Williams says, be yourself, Dylan. It's a good guess. I like the guess, but it's not him. It's not Ashley Williams. There's still another 1, 2, 3 left to get. And they are quite difficult. One of them played for Liverpool. One of them played for Tottenham and Fulham. One of them played for Wolves. So there you go. What is the entire question, Neil? The entire question is the top 15 Premier League Welsh goal scorers. So far you have Sam Vokes, Robbie Savage, Brennan Johnson, Harry Wilson, Aaron Ramsey, Ian Rush, Gareth Bale, John Hartson, Mark Hughes, Gary Speed, Craig Bellamy and Ryan Giggs. They are the top way there. They had 12 of the top 15. There's still more to get. There's still 3 more to go. You've already got Craig Bellamy. Not Dan James. No, not Dan James. Not Coleman. Not Kiefer Moore. Gareth Bale we've already got. Not Dan James. No, there's one who played for Liverpool. He played for Liverpool. He played for Aston Villa. And he played for Galatasaray. There's another one who played for Tottenham and played for Fulham. He also played for Fulham in the Europa League final. That might help you. And there's another one who played most famously played for Wigan and Wolves. And who else did he play for? Oh, I can't even remember who else. Might have played for West Brom? No, I don't think so. I don't want to guess. But he's, he definitely played for Wolves for a long time. Kieran, what channel is the Wrexham game on? The Wrexham game is on BBC. That's what I'm watching it on anyway. Timbo, Galatasaray, what a career shift. Not Ben Davis, no. Yeah, he went from Liverpool to Aston Villa to Galatasaray. Can now be seen very commonly on Under the Cosh podcasts, things like that. Former manager of Doncaster. Robert says Nathan Blake. Yeah, Nathan Blake is number 13. He was the one who played for Wolves. You've still got some more to get. One who played for Fulham in the Europa League final under Roy Hodgson. I think he did anyway. He definitely played for Fulham around that time. And he also played for Tottenham. He might have even played for... I don't think he did play for Everton, did he? Did he play for Everton? Don't think he did. Keep them coming. Still a couple more answers left. Ronnie, I have a Wrexham upset on this one. 2-1 to Wrexham. Okay. Well, let's get the chat going. Because the game's underway, nearly underway anyway. Simon Davis, says Ricks. Yeah, Simon Davis is number 11. And there's one left to get. The final one, Neil got Simon Davis. Well done. The final one, there you go. Ryan's just got it. Dean Saunders. Dean Saunders, formerly of Liverpool, Aston Villa. I think he played for Derby County as well. But Derby, Liverpool, Aston Villa, and Galatasaray. So there you go. That's the top 15 Welsh goal scorers in Premier League history. That was our little pre-match quiz. Got another one of them at half-time. Unless Welsh wings in which case we'll have an even better one. Right, here we go. Off for the first half at the Racecourse Ground. Come on, Wrexham. Come on, Wrexham. Get Chelsea out the cup. Get them out the cup. Pride of Merseyside says, buddy, I got it. Why don't you look at the chat more? Was Saunders right? Oh, yeah, it was right. Sorry, yeah. It was right. Timbo says Garnacho was actually very good v Villa, I thought. Hopefully he can start a good run of form now. I'd love it if Wrexham knocked these out, though. Absolutely love it. Forest stayed up now. Mr. Maranakis has sacked Edu. Rick's good quiz, that. Yeah, I enjoyed it as well. It was all right, that, wasn't it? Some good ones in there that I would never have got, to be honest, personally. Unless, obviously, it was me doing the quiz. But there was definitely a few curveballs in there you look at and think, I would never have got that. Got to really dig right in the very, very back, the annals of your brain to find Welsh players you can think of who played 20 years ago. Chelsea in the box, pulled back. Wrexham, good defence, well done. Steve, how's it going, Steve? Good to see you, lad. Chelsea driving forward over to the left-hand side for Hato. Timbo, I swear he hates Chelsea as much as United. It's not. It's nowhere near United, but it is very, very high up there. You know what the ranking is, mate. You know it's United, Everton, Chelsea. That is my hatred tier. It's United and Everton. United are like right up here. Everton, maybe a little bit down here. Then Chelsea are like down here. And then after that, I don't really care, to be honest. But it's only really them three I feel strongly about. Be yourself, Dylan. What are you having for dinner? Nothing. I've not had any dinner. I had, because it was my little girl's birthday today. So we was at, like, doing her party stuff. We just had party food. So it was just like, I don't know, like little sandwiches, little like egg and cress sandwiches, and you know, ham and cheese and tuna, stuff like that. Just little nibbles here and there. To be honest, we massively overshot it. We ended up buying a load of Domino's. I think we bought like 12 Domino's pizzas and loads of wedges and stuff like that because we thought we would have, I think it was 50 kids. 50 kids, and obviously all their parents coming. And I think there was only about 30, 35, something like that, rocked up. So there's loads left over. So absolutely loads left over. We literally brought trays and trays of food back. So it's probably going to go in the bin. But there you go. Prince Rupert, thank you very much, mate. That's why I've got a little birdie over this shoulder. Yeah, she put a little birdie up here before. Slappy McBale says, I've got money on Wrexham. Nice, good lads. Sanchez, oh yeah, dinner. Wonder what I'll have actually. When we was driving back before, we dropped my little girl off at my mum's. Basically, she was looking after her tonight while I'm doing this. And my missus said, "Oh, do you know what I could go for? Do you know what I could just have for tea? A nice Wingstop. I'd love a Wingstop." I'm not partial to Wingstop, to be honest. I can take it or leave it. It's very expensive, and it's just breaded chicken, innit? But yeah, she's mad on it. Oh wow, Kieran, United fan. Welcome to the Matchday squad. Yes, new member, and it's a United fan. Got a United fan, Joe. I love that. That's brilliant, mate. Thank you so much. Really massive thank you for supporting the channel. And now you'll be part of our regular weekly members only lives. In addition to the watch-alongs that we do, which are for everyone, obviously we have our members-only lives, where we sort of predict. We do a preview for all the game weeks. Every Premier League game week, we do a preview show. So good to have you in, mate. Thank you very much for supporting the channel, and obviously you get a little star next to your name, badge, and all that stuff going on now as well. Thank you very much. Johnny, are you watching the game? I am, mate, yes. Wrexham against Chelsea, and then I'll be watching Newcastle City straight after. My tier is Arsenal, Liverpool, then Spurs, to be first, which was reciprocated, mate. Nice. Like it. That's how it should be. That is exactly how it should be. Connor says, Key, did you change the background lighting to red to celebrate Arsenal's win today? Yeah. I was gonna, if I had have been live today, like I said, the only reason I didn't do the Arsenal game is because it was my little girl's birthday, and you know, despite just how much I did try to explain to her mum that I hate Arsenal more than I love my little girl, because obviously that's how the internet feels. She wouldn't let me watch the Mansfield games. Yeah, I could have had yellow for Mansfield, couldn't I? Where are we up to? Sarah. Welcome, Kieran. Yeah, brilliant. Timbo says Wingstop's absolutely beautiful. Once you get past the horrid pieces, it's lovely. Wingstop. They have like dry rubs and wet rubs, don't they? I don't get all that. Ronnie, Mansfield did give Arsenal a good game. They put a decent side out as well, Arsenal, didn't they? I thought they put quite a strong side out. I was impressed by Mansfield sort of holding them out as long as they did. Joe, what channel are you watching this on, TNT or BBC? I've got it on BBC, mate. Yeah, just because last time... I'll check it. Last time I put it on TNT, it was behind, wasn't it? Do you remember? It was like 30 seconds behind BBC sometimes, TNT. So let's have a little look and see. BBC is 6:45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. Right, so basically it's 17 seconds ahead. BBC is 17 seconds ahead of TNT. So if you're watching on TNT, just a note, we'll all celebrate in the chat before you do when Wrexham go in front in a minute. Jono, following you for a little while now. Oh, cheers, man. Thank you. Appreciate you saying so and coming in and commenting. Love it. Yeah, no, massively appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. Lutfi says, do you think Chelsea will win? No, I don't. I think Wrexham will get a result. It might be that it takes it to extra time and pens, which might skew our plan to watch the Newcastle City game after it. But I promise you that what I'll do is I'll stay with this game and we'll see it through to the bitter end no matter what happens, and then we'll put Newcastle City on, okay? Timbo says, I get the pieces where you get half one flavour and half another. The Korean barbecue is chef's kiss. Don't like barbecue. The garlic parmesan one smells like... Yeah. Not very nice. Timbo, I miss our shirt having no sponsors on it. Look class. I to be honest, I'd like to see a return to no shirt sponsors. Sarah says he's a Liverpool fan. It's in our DNA, like they hate us too. Joe, do you ever listen to the commentary with your live? No, I don't. No. To be honest, it's quite interesting though, because usually the people who are watching this, yourselves, are watching this with the commentary, and maybe you've got me on in the background or you've got me on a separate device. I don't know. But I do always find it interesting that when you're watching the game without the commentary, am I seeing similar things to what the commentary are? Like, or is it a completely different thing? Like, that always... I always find that quite interesting. Oh, Rob McElhaney and Ryan Reynolds are there. They are doing the commentary for the Wrexham Swansea game coming up, aren't they, as well? Oliver, why do you hate Arsenal so much? I don't, mate. I don't hate him. HK, yo, Key, how you doing? I have travelled over to India today. Lovely. So odd time to watch it right now. Whereabouts in India are you? Manop says, why do you hate United so much? Because I'm a Liverpool fan. That's all it is, yeah. I'm a Liverpool fan. You hate us, we hate you. That's it. Jay, keep up the fantastic hate watches. Keep coming back in, mate, and having a chat with us. That's what I want you to do. I want you to keep having a chat with us and talking footy. I love chatting to people and listening to their perspectives on the games, whatever games we're watching. And we watch lots of different games on this channel. It's not an Arsenal channel. It's not a Liverpool fan channel, despite what many people might think. Tomorrow we're doing two big derby games. The Old Firm, Celtic and Rangers tomorrow in a Scottish Cup quarter-final. They're both miles off the pace in the league. The Scottish Cup takes on huge added significance. So tomorrow, that's going to be a massive one, that. Rangers against Celtic. Second Old Firm in a week's, basically 7 days, isn't it? 2 Old Firms in a week. And the last one finished 2-2 with Celtic scoring a last-minute penalty. So tomorrow should be really big, really good game, that one, Celtic Rangers. And then, on the night, tomorrow night, we're doing AC Milan against Inter. So loads of good footy tomorrow. Oliver, I'm happy all these new strikers like Gyökeres and Sesko are now scoring. In his earnest, I've just quit my job because my boss said he wants Arsenal to win the league. That's borderline. Yeah. But certainly borderline... gross misconduct, isn't it, from a manager to say that sort of stuff. Timbo says, you're always completely different, Key, because the commentators actually know what they're talking about. I'm not even gonna dignify that sort of vile abuse with an answer. Because I was gonna say I expect better from you, Timbo, but I don't. You've been in the lives too long now. Gamer Guru says Snoop Dogg FC versus Deadpool United. What a strange world football has become. HK says it's in the southern part, a place called Chennai. Oh yeah, lovely place, lovely people, but the heat is terrible. And I'm Aussie, so it's pretty harsh. Christ, if an Aussie's even saying the heat's pretty terrible, then yeah, it must be bad. I can't say I've ever been to India, but I've got friends who've been there and said it's, you know, a really cool place to travel. Don't think it'd be a place I'd want to go if I'm dead honest, just because I've watched so many of the travel vlogs, and I'm too soft. I need my own comforts. Me, I think if I went somewhere and there was no, like, you know, a decent bed and Wi-Fi and somewhere I can actually drink the ice, it's a problem for me. Connor says, if I had a quid every time Key said he's miles offside or VAR check, I'd be a multi-millionaire. And 3-star, great to have you watching the stream. It's a long way to Goa, though. It's a long way to Goa. Isn't Goa Sri Lanka? No, Goa's India. Is Goa India or Sri Lanka? I don't know if that's going to qualify for a gag, that 3-star. I think, is Goa Sri Lanka? Where is Goa? Oh, it is in India. It's right there next to Sri Lanka, though, isn't it? Bastard. Simon Bew says, go the Blues. Timbo, love you too, Key. Yeah, love you too, mate. Just pouting. Be yourself, Dylan says, Serie A's finished, I think, Inter to win the league. Hey, listen, if AC win tomorrow, 7 points, not insurmountable. Key couldn't live without his Wi-Fi and Victor Gyökeres. Connor says, I went to India. Where are we up to? Oh my God, Connor. HK, g'day lad, you from India? He's not, you're from Derby, aren't you, 3-star? Derby way. It would be very Chelsea to lose this, then beat PSG. I think Chelsea will. I genuinely do. I think Chelsea will beat PSG. Over 2 legs, I certainly fancy him to. Chelsea now driving forward. Good play by Garnacho. That's a foul. It's going to be a free kick to Chelsea. Opportunity to put the ball in. Pride of Merseyside, PSG have just lost to Monaco 3-1. Not the same team, are they? They are just not the same team. Same with Real Madrid. Real Madrid weren't that impressive against Celta Vigo last night. They obviously lost against Osasuna, lost against Getafe. Real Madrid are not doing too well recently, so I think City will beat Madrid. I think Chelsea will beat PSG. I think Liverpool beat Galatasaray. And I think City beat Bayern Munich. I think Liverpool beat Chelsea. And then it's Liverpool City semi-final on that side. Ronnie, apparently Lisandro Martinez back in training for United. It's a result for United, isn't it? Still think he's your best defender, to be honest. Rasta! Yes, Rasta. How's it going? Rasta, LOK in the chat. Family, hope everyone is doing well. I think we're all good. Everyone seems to be doing good. How's your Saturday? How's your weekend going, Rasta? Ronnie says, to be honest, we have missed Martinez's ball-playing abilities. And Gamer Guru, not sure I rate that lad Salmon that we had on today. He had a poor game. Might just need some fine-tuning. No, that was poor. I'm ashamed to have even attempted that, to be honest. But no, listen, he's only a young lad. Got to give these young lads time. Too many people sort of diving in, too critical, and also too lavish with the praise as well. Like, you've got to remember, Daumann, there's people already professing him to be the next Messi. I think you can say that Salmon's not necessarily, it's not like his career's over. And just in the same way that I don't think you should necessarily be too over the top with praise off an FA Cup away game against Mansfield. Connor says Salmon needs to go out on loan and try to get more minutes in a lower team. Nelly, Trossard, Havertz, Jesus all need to go. Timbo says, Madrid have won the Champions League many times while being rubbish in the league. Wrexham chance! It's there! It's 1-0! It's 1-0, baby! Get in there! What a goal! What a start! 18 minutes in! Yes, Wrexham! Get in there! Love it! Wrexham are in front. Oh, why is Rosenior crying? It's Smith with the goal. It's Wrexham 1, Chelsea 0. Yes! Come on, lad. He's onside. He's onside, I'm telling you. He's definitely onside. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a lovely ball over the top. He's one-on-one with the keeper. Chelsea playing a really high line. And what's Robert Sanchez doing? Oh, it's a great touch, actually, from Smith. Got to give him credit, but what a finish. Do you know what? Again, you've got to look at the keeper there. You have to look at the keeper. It's a lovely... For someone to side foot a pass like that, I think Sanchez is well out of position. That's poor. Really, really poor. Terrible defending, says Andy, but credit to Wrexham. Fantastic stuff. Wrexham in front. Come on, Wrexham! Yes! This one's not going to extra time. Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhaney absolutely bouncing. They're loving it. Checking goal, possible offside. Get on your bike. Get on your bike. It's not offside. Come on. Never offside, that. You can't see lines from there anyway. He's on. He's on. Yeah, onside. There you go. We love it. Come on. Fabulous stuff. Goal stands, baby. We had the check, but the goal stands. Gary says keeper should have come off and cleared the... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he was kind of halfway between what he should have done and what he didn't do. Like, he was almost like, if you're going to come out and clear it. And if you don't, stay on your line. It's a little bit like what happened with the United game. Do you remember at United? He did that, didn't he? He came out, he tried to get the ball, and he ended up wiping the man out and getting sent off. So, Robert Sanchez, I've said all season, he's the guy. If ever Chelsea will struggle, if ever Chelsea want to get in a title race or want to be taken seriously as a top side, they need to get rid of Robert Sanchez. He's miles off it. Absolutely miles off it. Timbo, I may or may not mysteriously disappear now. Government name unknown. How you doing, lad? Keith, good to see you, Keith. Good evening. Good to see you too, sir. How you doing? How's your Saturday going? Gamer Guru says, Havertz I can't judge as he's been good and had a rough season. Martinelli I would keep because when he's in form, he's awesome. Same with Trossard, but Jesus needs to be moved on for better. Craig Zim says, today we are all Wrexham. We are absolutely all Wrexham. I'm so made up for him, honestly. I'd love it if Wrexham got through. Fantastic. Africa will never unite. Says they are still going to beat PSG. I agree. I think Chelsea will beat PSG too. Zach, who do you support? I'm a Liverpool fan, Zach. Andy, I'm Chelsea. Jeff Jose Palacara says Chelsea are bottling it. Timbo sounds weird, but it's probably good that we conceded because we've been sleepwalking so far. This should hopefully kick us into gear. Government name unknown. Wrexham, the Giant Killers. Well, do you know what? Looking at the FA Cup quarter-finals as it stands. So hang on a second. Quarter-final. So Arsenal are through. Liverpool are through. It could well be, imagine a world where Wrexham go through, Fulham. It could well be between, if Wrexham knock these out now, and Newcastle, I do think Newcastle are going through later against City. It's between Liverpool and Arsenal again for the Cup, isn't it? I think Liverpool and Arsenal could actually meet in FA Cup finals and Champions League finals this year. We're both on the wrong side of the... that would be. Do you know? I could swallow the pill if it was, Arsenal win the league and they get all excited, but we beat them in a Champions League final. They'd fucking hate it. They'd absolutely hate it. Rigandel says the Spurs going down. Not for me, mate. No, I don't think so. Yellow card for Lavia. Romeo Lavia not starting so well. A little bit too... No, that was just a cynical foul, that. Very, very cynical foul from Romeo Lavia. Very poor. Dragging Viner down. And now he's on a yellow card. What a waste of talent Romeo Lavia is. It's such a shame. Because, honestly, he was this close to being a Liverpool player. And he chose Chelsea after they'd just signed Caicedo. And since that moment, he's never been fit. And he's never really been able to get in the side, even when he has been fit. It's a shame, because when he was at Southampton, I thought he had real talent, but it's not been the same for him. Clarky, do you still think Chelsea finish above United? Yes. Yeah, I do. Give him a name unknown, says give us Arsenal. They've struggled against us all season. 92FC says Man City will win tonight, but you never know with Newcastle. The fans seem up for it today. They do. Spurs v City, Champions League final, and both relegated. Infinitely possible, isn't it? Score is 1-0 to Wrexham, mate. Robert Sanchez made a mistake, but there you go. It's 1-0 Wrexham. I thought it was a corner, but it's only gone for a goal kick. Timbo Lavia always gets in the team when he's fit. He's just been injured that often. Chelsea, far post. Oh, poor that. Just behind us, Champong. Keith Holloway, how's it going, Keith? Ball whipped in, Wrexham clear it away. 25 minutes on the clock at the Racecourse Ground. Wrexham 1, Chelsea 0. Got to really... Do you know what? You've got to hand it to Phil Parkinson. I know there's a lot of people who've said that they don't like the whole Hollywood nature of Wrexham, and, they don't like the fact that it's... they've kind of come up in back-to-back promotions and things like that. You've got to give Phil Parkinson massive credit. If they come up to the Premier League, it's huge. And it's really important for him. HK talking about getting players out and fixing your team when you clearly know Arteta might get sacked if Arsenal do bottle. Timbo says Lavia is probably more talented than Caicedo and Enzo. Such a shame, to be honest. I like him. I do like him. Just seems maybe another player who chose the wrong path. Chose the wrong path and it just hasn't quite worked out whenever he has been fit. Still not sure on them centre-backs, though. Look at that. That's really poor. Who was that? Badiashile? Is it Badiashile or... No, it was Tosin, wasn't it? It was Tosin on that right-hand side. Yeah. Not good. Not good. That must be the cop stand behind the Wrexham goal that's being built. Behind the Wrexham goal. I know they are redeveloping the Racecourse Ground, aren't they? Government name unknown. I was just scrolling and saw Gravenberch signed a new contract. He has, yes. He has. Yeah, new contract for Gravenberch. That's massive for us. Still need to tie a few others down to one, though, namely Canate. Chelsea back post. That's dreadful. What are you doing, Garnacho? What on earth are you doing? Chelsea have still got hold of it. Wrexham clear it away. That's better. Much, much better. Timbo, James was in the same boat as Lavia and came out the other side, so I have faith. I genuinely would like him to. That's not a dig at Chelsea, and I do think Lavia's a... I'd kind of put Lavia in the same boat as Tierno Barry. Plays for a club that I don't like, but I actually really like the player, and I want him to do well. Zach, what's your favourite football shirt of all time? Not your team. Probably the Fiorentina one just over my left shoulder. Chelsea looking nervous, says Kieran. Yeah, they are Very wasteful in possession so far, Chelsea. Wrexham doing really well. Look at that. Unlucky. Really, really good stuff from Wrexham down the left-hand side with some kind of nice, neat, one-touch stuff. Just little one-touch, little, pass and move. You wouldn't think that they're necessarily a championship side. They've been very confident on the ball, Wrexham, and I don't know how much possession they've had so far in the game. I would imagine still less than Chelsea. Well, yeah, 26% to 74%. But they've really done well when they have got that little moment in possession. They've been very effective with it. They've had the only shot on target in the whole game so far. So shows you, doesn't it, in terms of actually getting forward with it. Touches in the opposition box. Chelsea have had 3. Wrexham still yet to have a touch in Chelsea's box. But they've had the only shot on target in the game and it's gone in. Brendan, are you following the Six Nations, Key? I'm not, mate. No, I'm not. Do you know what? I'm not a lover of him. I don't really watch Union or golf or anything other really than football and maybe rugby league. When it gets to the summer, when everyone's watching like Wimbledon and the Tour de France and the F1 and whatever, doesn't do it for me. Wrexham again, could be 2, probably should be 2. Go on, lad. Oh, you dingbat. Why are you not passing it off? Oh, that was so stupid. Oh, Brian down the left-hand side. Wrexham were in. They were 1-on-1 again. It was very nearly 2-0. Joe, right, Key, I'm off to the game, mate. Take care. Have a good night, mate. Yeah, hopefully you get a win. I am rooting for you. I'll see you later on, lad. Dan Ashenden, this has got all the ingredients for a proper FA Cup upset. Even before the game, you can smell it under the lights. Old school on the BBC. It's got to be right. Yes. I think so too. I thought Wrexham before the game. I still think they'll get at least taken to I think they'll take Chelsea to extra time, yeah. Gamer Guru, who needs touches in the box when you score from outside it? That's it. Rasta says 1-0 to the Wrexham, scalping on the way. HK, I'm going to stick around, y'all, and have a chat with y'all tonight. Good lad, HK. Well, listen, I'll keep you updated. Unless you can somehow get I don't know, some way if you can get a VPN or something to get on with the BBC in India. I don't know. Chelsea are quite a popular team in India, though. I would imagine they would have had some sort of local broadcast. I don't know. I wonder if there are any sports bars in Chennai where you are. I'm not sure. I'm not au fait with the area. CK, you should get into the darts, Key. It's class in the summer. Clarky, go on the Welsh Dragons. Sean, did you watch Scotland v France epic match? I honestly didn't, mate. No, I don't follow it. Don't follow it. But I'm sure Brendan's just asked about the Six Nations. I'm sure he did. Chelsea into the area. Good claim from Okonkwo. Big claim from Okonkwo. The Wrexham goalkeeper did very well there. David, SA Chelsea. Timbo says Wrexham will probably be a Prem team next year. Would hardly be the biggest ever cup upset this. Look at this. He just slipped at the vital moment there, didn't he, O'Brien? It was Smith. I thought it was O'Brien. No, Smith cuts inside, just loses his footing. Oh, so unlucky. Would have been a big chance. London Key, can you find a way to put the scoreline on the screen in the future, please? I can't on TikTok, mate. No, I can't. If you ever want to go to the main sort of place where we broadcast every single game, then you need to go over to the red play button place, the place that starts with a Y. That's got a bit more of a, like, you know, you see live stats just here and you've got scoreboard and other scores and the lineups and everything. It looks a bit more professional over there. Oh, nearly 2-0 Wrexham. Yeah, I'm live over there. I do go live. TikTok is only this view and it's not particularly great, but it is just what it is, yeah. You could get a manual flipboard. I could maybe get a manual flipboard. But it'd have to go like... I could maybe put it like here, couldn't I? Like just in front of me here. Yeah, I could maybe do something like that. I'll have a look into it, London. I promise you I'll have a look into it. Brendan, I thought you'd be one of the rugby union boys. Could see you as a public school boy in a blazer, sneering at the working class scousers. Oh, you're so far wrong. The old rugger. Oh, no. I've worked with some of them, though. I've had to work with some of them in the past. Get the brogues out. Brogues and jeans and the old rugby shirts and the polos. Oh, yeah, no, can't be doing it. Glass of Pimm's? Absolutely not. Same people who go and watch cricket. Not for me. Nate, hello guys. Good day to be an Arsenal fan. Come on, you Gunners. How's it going, mate? Dan says, do you think they'll manage to go up again? I do. I think Wrexham are going to be in the Prem next year. I think probably via the playoffs, obviously. I don't think they'll automatically go up, but certainly a chance. Clarkey, is that Jay Rodriguez who played for Burnley? It is, yeah. 36 years of age he is now, and still going strong. Andy is a Chelsea fan. This is frustrating. Liam Rosenior's got to do something. I honestly, I don't think Liam Rosenior will be the Chelsea manager next season. I think he parts ways with them in the summer. I've got to do this capture thing. Hang on. Timbo, Wrexham isn't too far from where I live. Was considering going. Glad I didn't. 92FC says Man City are without Erling Haaland. Our average. Oh, are they without him tonight? Do we know? Butterborn, is it me or are the Wrexham players a lot smaller than the Chelsea players? Chelsea do have a few big lads. Are they a lot smaller though? Certainly at the back. I think what you might be looking at, if you look at just like Smith and O'Brien, yeah, they're miles smaller than the three Chelsea centre-backs. Miles smaller. Sean says, can't believe they gave him a 6-year contract when they sack a manager every year. And Andy, I'd bring Pedro and James on ASAP. João Pedro and Reece James. Who else have Chelsea got on the bench that they could bring on if they needed to? Well, I'm sure they will need to at some point. But if you look at the Chelsea bench, who could they bring on? Who could they rely on to try and get them out of a hole if they needed to? João Pedro, Reece James, of course, Gusto, Mark Guiu, Asugo, Kukurea, Chalobah, and young Jesse Derry, of course. Jesse Derry. Do you know what? I could have swore he played for Palace. I was thinking to myself, doesn't he at Palace last year? I'm sure didn't he score for Palace? Or he certainly played for Palace. I'm sure he did. Jesse Derry. Oh no, he was in. We saw him at the under-19s, didn't we? That's where I know he's in from. Jesse Derry on the Chelsea bench. We watched him in the under-19s European Championships for England. Very good player, Jesse Derry. Excuse me. Gamer Guru, cricket, nothing beats watching a game. Goes for 3 days. It is, yeah. That's why a lot of people go, because it's obviously the sunshine, and in the middle of summer, going and watching like a little 5-day test or 2020s or whatever they are. I don't know. I don't know anything about cricket, if I'm honest. Just seems like an excuse for a piss up in the sun, which is fine. I'm not being judgy, but it's not my thing. Dan says, good for them if they do make it go up, but it's a shame, as I'm sure they were looking forward to Spurs away. HK says, yo, Key, are you standing? Looks to me from here. Yes, I always stand watching the footy. Always stand. Get too anxious when I'm sat down. I need to like, yeah, rock back and forth and just. Doesn't half hurt though when you stood, especially when you do like 3 games back to back. You stood still in one spot for like 9 hours watching 3 games. Batters when just after the sit down. Oh, it's wicked. It's well nice. Timbo says, bring off tossing for literally anybody. And Roshan says, key is being tall in football an advantage. Yeah, probably. I'd say so. I mean, in the modern game, yeah, it is, isn't it? In the modern game, it's definitely an advantage. Would we agree with that, chat? That physicality is far more important in football now than it was maybe 20 years ago? It's more important to be big and tall and strong and fast than it is to be a good technical footballer. Like, I think your David Silvas and your Juan Matas probably find it a lot harder to get into modern Premier League football. Certainly, let's go back a bit even further. Let's go back to like Gianfranco Zola and Juninho at Middlesbrough. Those sorts of players. They probably find it a lot harder. Andy, Jesse Derry, we signed him a year ago from Palace. Stacey, if you love boredom, then cricket is the place to go. And Haitu says, Key, what is your favourite soccer team? I'm a Liverpool fan, mate. Yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan. Gamer Guru, you say that, but Wolves beat Villa and Liverpool and have been in top form for the team fighting relegation. Chelsea, 3 games, 3 wins. That's massive. We're grinding out the points when needed. That's very true. Yeah. And that's for me as someone who allegedly loathes Arsenal. And you've got to give them credit for it, mate. You really do. Timbo says, the only thing I don't like about Wrexham coming up is it gets us closer to 14 Premier League owners from America. Yeah, which means they can control what the league does. 39th game in the States incoming. I'd hate that. Sean, have you ever watched an All-Ireland final in Gaelic football or hurling? I haven't. No, I've never watched any of that. Never even watched like clips of it, to be honest. I know what it is, but I don't even know how it works. It baffles me because they've got nets and keepers and sticks. So, yeah, sometimes you kick it over the sticks, sometimes you kick it in the net. I'm not entirely sure what goes on with that game, but it fascinates me. Gamer Guru, I just think the levels of dribbling and skill are not as good as they used to be in football. We don't see too many players able to run through multiple players these days. Is that? See, that's an important question. That's an important distinction. Is it that too many or not too many players are able to run through multiple players? Or is it that coaches have tried to coach that out of them? You know, we're better as a team. Don't try and pick the ball up and run past 3 or 4 players. You know, play it safe and we'll move them around the pitch. If we play the ball right, what a turn that is from Delap. That's wonderful football. And he finds the right pass to Garnacho. Garnacho off the line and in. Oh, it's so unlucky. It's so unlucky that... Oh, do you know what? Liam Delap, you've got to give him credit. Liam Delap did fantastic there on the turn. Spun his man, driving at the opposition. Plays it out wide to Garnacho. Garnacho does well too. Strikes it. It beats Okonkwo. And it's going in. But it's cleared off the line by the Wrexham defender who hits it into the back of Okonkwo who's lay prone on the floor and it goes into the net. It's so unlucky from a Wrexham point of view. But I tell you what, you've got to call it as it is. It's an absolutely fantastic run from Liam Delap. Does really, really well Garnacho with the strike. Oh, it's just bad luck. It's bad luck from Wrexham. And those two things can be true simultaneously. It's really, really good play from Chelsea, but really bad luck from Wrexham to be 1-1 there. What a shame. What a shame. Timbo's made up with it. But there you go. Wrexham 1, Chelsea 1. We've got a game back on. All of a sudden, game on. Brendan says it's both. They're coached for low-risk passing, so are no longer able. Okay, fair enough, yeah. And if it's coached out of you, eventually players will stop trying it, won't they? So even if there's some players who are capable, they probably won't do it that very often. Because that's not what the coach wants. Gamer Guru says, could be coaches don't want that risk from players anymore. It's a shame. What are we up to? Sorry. It's a shame because Megs and clever play used to be very common about 10 years ago. Yeah. LG, are you watching Newcastle City tonight, Key? I am indeed, mate. Yes, City Newcastle will be on tonight, straight after this one. Assuming this one finishes after 90 minutes. If we get a winner in 90 minutes, then yes, we'll be going to the Newcastle City game for kickoff. If it doesn't, then I've said we'll stay with this game. We'll watch extra time and penalties if it comes to it. And then we'll go over to Newcastle City. It might well be midway through. but will join the Newcastle City game at some point. Floorman says, how can you play 5 at the back against Wrexham? I think he's trying to say it's 3 at the back, isn't he? He's 3 at the back and he's trying to be maybe a bit more aggressive with his wing-backs. But it's not good from Chelsea. Scared of a Div 2 team. Pathetic donkey, says Floorman. And Timbo says, Hazard is the last Prem player we'll ever see of his type. Managers don't allow it anymore. It's why I loved and miss him so much. Yeah, I think that's what we all yearn for, though, isn't it? Isn't that what everyone in football wants to see more of? Mavericks, individuality, players who will, like Szoboszlai maybe, have a goal from distance. Every time I speak to rival fans, they all talk about Dominic Szoboszlai because he picks the ball up and he'll have a goal. He'll have a goal. He'll have a shot. And that does take bravery because, like, whenever players have a shot from distance and it goes miles over the bar, like Delo, for example. Delo seems to always have a shot for United. Like, once a game, he'll have a shot and it'll go 40 yards over the bar. And that's what he then gets criticism for, and he's somehow known for that. Whereas, Szoboszlai does it, pings it in the top corner. That's the distinction, I guess. Brendan says, fuck, 10 on Delap anytime and assist. Nice. Gamer Guru says, what was so frustrating was he was a lazy git in training, then turns up match day running rings around players. Loads of players are like that, though, aren't they? There's quite a lot of players who are like that. Sean, did you hear about the talk about seeding the FA Cup? Terrible idea. How would that work? Seeding the FA Cup. I mean, I know what seeding is, but how would it even work in practice? If you're a traditionalist like me, all these changes nobody seems to like, even if they are necessarily for the better of the sport. Like, the playoffs are now going to 8 teams, aren't they? It's genuinely possible that as of 2028, we could have a Premier League team who finished 8th in the Championship. But they've got in via the playoffs. LG, who do you want to win, Key? Well, the colour of light behind me is usually a good indicator for it, mate. Floorman says there's no midfielder at CFC like Szoboszlai to shoot from afar. Roshan says, Key, it's called Yoga Bonito. It is indeed, yeah. Dan Ashenden says we all loathe each other in the league but create one common enemy and we tend to get along quite well quite quickly. Very true. I think that's the human race, isn't it, though, to be fair? I think if we all needed to bind together against one common enemy, we'd all be mates all of a sudden. Racism would be over in a flash. Timbo says Bale said he just kept himself ticking over in training, didn't go too hard because he wanted to save himself for the game. And Brenda says, remember the goal of the month comps 10 years ago would be 10. Yeah, the goal of it feels like they've stopped doing goal of the month as much. Like, not stopped doing it. I know they still have it, but like, it used to be like, the song that was in the charts at that moment in time, they'd have that going over the top. And it was like a proper, like, oh, it was so good. It was so cool. Everyone loved the match of the day when it was goal of the month time. So good. Andy says Chelsea score another lucky goal. They don't deserve to be level in this game. Well, whether they deserve to or not, they are level. LG, I want Wrexham to win as well. Are you doing Norwich Leeds as well tomorrow? I'm not, no. I won't be doing Norwich Leeds tomorrow. I would have liked to, though. I think Norwich will get a result in that one. No, tomorrow I'm doing the 2 big derby games. We're doing Celtic against Rangers in the Old Firm, Scottish Cup quarter-final. And, yeah, like I said, given how badly those two are doing in the Scottish League, the Scottish Cup is massive now for Rangers and Celtic. So Rangers-Celtic tomorrow, Old Firm, second Old Firm in a week. Going to be a huge one. That one's at 1 o'clock. And then I'm doing AC Milan against Inter Milan in Serie A. So Hopefully you'll join me for those tomorrow. Roshan says, can that Leicester miracle be repeated in the Prem key? Not in my lifetime, but then again, who knows? Who knows? HK, Key, do you think United finish over Liverpool? If they do, it's only by virtue of the fact that they've got one game a week, and Liverpool have probably had to go deep in the FA Cup and deep in the Champions League. That's the only reason I see United finishing ahead of us. It's not because they've got a better team. It's just because they've got less fixtures to play and will be fresher. They've got nine cup finals they've got now, United. Liverpool have got the FA Cup and the Champions League to contend with as well. So, yeah, it's going to be tough. Half-time coming up. Let me just end that one there. 1 sec. Half-time. Dan, World Cup plans, mate. World Cup plans, still not sure. Could be flying to the World Cup. Potentially going to... just to get on their time zone. That's all it is. The plan is to get on their time zone because I want to do, if I can... I can't do every World Cup game. I have no idea. I'm not going to be able to do everyone, but I am planning to do the vast majority. But it's going to be very difficult, obviously, because a lot of them are 3, 5 in the morning in the UK. So the plan potentially might be that I fly to the US with my wife, with my little girl, and we go over there for 6 weeks and do most of the games in the US. So... either way, I will be live, yes, throughout the World Cup, every day. Same as normal. Brendan says, Celtic v Rangers is the 45th Old Firm derby of the season. Timbo, we definitely deserve to be level. Appreciate everyone wants Wrexham to win, but let's not take the piss. Come on. You don't deserve to be level, mate. No, you don't. Flying to my neck of the woods. We don't even know where we're flying to yet. It might well be that we don't fly at all. I might be able to do it here, but I would have to completely change my sleep schedule. I'd literally be sleeping. I'd be like a vampire. Be sleeping through the day and working through the night. 92SC says maybe we should only have the FA Cup every 3 years to cut down on games. Johnny, you gonna go to the games, Key? No, won't be going to the games. Just doing the live watch-alongs, mate. That's what I do every day. That's what I would keep doing. But I want to try and do, because there's some days where there are 6 games, like a game every 3 to 4 hours, and I can't do it. I physically can't do it. I'm telling you, when you do 3 or 4 games in a day, it wipes you out for the next day. You're just talking for 2.5 hours. So six games in a day is just not possible. But there's some games which are like Qatar against Switzerland. I'm fine with missing that one. But if it's like, South Korea against Wales, I'd probably want to do it. If it's Scotland against Haiti at 2 a.m, I want to do it. So I'm going to try and get the sleep schedule right. Dan says, not bad, at least your family get out and see the sights while you're streaming. Well, yeah. We're not going to be flying anywhere that's expensive. It's going to be flying somewhere like Delaware or, Utah or somewhere that's like not got World Cup games actually on there. Because if you go to any state that has World Cup games, it's going to be 20 times more expensive. So we just want to go somewhere that's in the US, that's on their time zone. I'd quite happily go to Mexico or Canada as well. Because at least then Mexico and Canada, we're on their time zone as well. But we'll see. Johnny, I was going to say that would be really expensive, yeah. Roshan, Key, do you watch motorsports? I don't know. I don't, yeah. Brendan, what time are the latest World Cup games? So the latest World Cup games are, I've got a full diary and everything. I've got a full diary of when the games are on and the kickoff times in the UK. So they start off Thursday, June the 11th, Mexico against South Africa, 8 o'clock UK time. fine for that one. I'll do it. It's the World Cup opening game, Mexico, South Africa. June the 12th, 3 a.m., could be South Korea against Republic of Ireland, if Ireland make it through the playoffs. Could be South Korea against North Macedonia if they make it through. So I might miss that one. I don't know yet. We'll see if Ireland make it through. Then at 8 o'clock, it's Canada against Bosnia, maybe Wales, maybe Italy, maybe Northern Ireland. And the most like that, it's like 8 p.m., 3 a.m., 2 p.m., 8 a.m. And it goes like that all the time. But there's some games, some days, like for example, look at that. Sunday, June the 14th, Haiti against Scotland is 2 a.m. And then it's Australia against possibly Romania at 5 a.m. So it's just like 24 hours. It's just always going on at the World. And it's going to be so much fun. And I'm really looking forward to it. But I've got to try and cover off as many as possible because I really, really want to do as many as possible while the World Cup's on. Dan says, careful missing the crap games. I remember having an off day and the only game was Turkey v Jordan. Thought it would be crap. Not sure if you remember. What a game. Yeah, no, I know some of the really, really but I'm fine with missing it. Like, if I have to look at the whole World Cup schedule and I have to pick some games to miss, I'm fine with Qatar, Switzerland being one. Brendan, I said it before, go to Bahamas or Jamaica. Be closer time-wise to the US East Coast than somewhere like Utah. I haven't got Qatar, I haven't got Bahamas or Jamaica cash, mate. Bahamas and Jamaica for 6 weeks would be beautiful, but yeah, I think my missus would thank you for that comment. She would be delighted with Jamaica and Bahamas, but no. We can't afford Jamaica and Bahamas. Where are we up to? Evening, mate. When's the quarter-final draw FA Cup? After the Brentford-West Ham game on Monday. So, Monday. Monday, we'll be live for it. Brentford-West Ham is Monday. That's the FA Cup final game in this round. And there will be a draw immediately after it. Or it might be before it. I don't know if it's before it or after it. Timbo, it's annoying that Trump will probably be all over the TV screen during every bloody game. Is that the actual Trump or me doing my impression of Trump? Which I've got in trouble for on here before. Connor says, right, Key, enough chit-chat, mate. Let's get this half-time quiz going. Go on, let's do a half-time quiz. Sorry, everyone's expecting a half-time quiz. Fair enough. Okay, give me the top 20... Put your teeth back in, Key. Top 20 Welsh Premier League appearance holders. 7:05 p.m. the draw. Okay, 7:05 on Monday. Brentford West Ham kicks off at 7:30, I think. So there you go. Top 20 Welsh Premier League appearance holders. Andy, with some of those games kicking off at 3 a.m, I can already feel a few sick days coming in June. Yes, absolutely. Connor says Aaron Ramsey. Yes, Aaron Ramsey is 9th. Correct. Good answer. Ryan says Craig Bellamy. Craig Bellamy is 7th. Gary Speed is 2nd. Giggs, Connor. Yeah, Giggs is 1st. Mark Hughes, says Sarah. Mark Hughes is 6th. Timbo, Hennessy. Yes, Hennessy is 18th. Believe it or not. Gareth Bale, Gamer Guru. Gareth Bale is not in the top 20. Gareth Bale is not in the top 20 Premier League Welsh appearance holders in history. Brendan, Robbie Savage. Yes, Robbie Savage is... No, Robbie Savage. Oh, yeah, he is. Sorry, he's 3rd. He's 3rd, Robbie Savage. Not Nico Williams, though. No, not Nico Williams. Not Dan James. Not Gareth Bale. Ashman coming. CSPER. Rush. Ian Rush is 20th, Casper. Yeah, Rush is 20th. He just sneaks in. Ben Davis. Good answer. Ben Davis is 4th, Ryan. Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson... No, not Harry Wilson. Aaron Ramsey you've got. You've got Aaron Ramsey, Ashley Williams, Craig Bellamy, Mark Hughes, Ben Davis, Robbie Savage, Gary Speed, Ryan Giggs, Wayne Hennessy, Ian Rush. You've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 left to get. You've only got half marks here. You've only got half marks. Come on. Miles, loads left to get. Dino says Rob Page. No, not Rob Page. Former Wales manager, Rob Page. No. Okay, sorry. We're getting all these bluey bots coming in. Brendan Johnson. No, Brendan Johnson is not in the top 20. Joe Allen, says Brendan. Yeah, Joe Allen is number 16. Good answer. Not Joe Rodon. Not Rob Edwards. Neville Southall, says Joe. Neville Southall is 14th. Look at that goal from Mansfield. I'd have absolutely been bouncing if we'd have been watching that live. Neville Southall's correct. Allen is in there. Yeah, Joe Allen's in there. We've said Ashley Williams. So far, you've got Rush, Hennessy, Joe Allen, Neville Southall, Ashley Williams, Aaron Ramsey, Craig Bellamy, Mark Hughes, Ben Davis, Robbie Savage, Gary Speed, Ryan Giggs. Still loads to get. Not Hal Robson-Kanu. Brendan, not John Hartson. No, funnily enough, not John Hartson. Again, I would have thought John Hartson, but obviously he had a long spell up at Celtic as well. Andy says Vinnie Jones. Vinnie Jones is 19th. Good answer. James Collins, Ryan. Yeah, James Collins, West Ham. Fantastic ginger centre-back. Played for Villa as well, didn't he, James Collins? Not John Hartson, though. Connor, I'm Welsh, and this is honestly embarrassing for me. Not Chris Coleman, no. Mark Pembridge, Casper, yeah, Mark Pembridge, formerly of Everton. I think he played for Forest as well, didn't he, briefly, Mark Pembridge? He's in there as well, so you've got Rush, Vinnie Jones, Hennessy, Joe Allen, Neville Southall, Mark Pembridge, Ashley Williams. 9 is Aaron Ramsey. 8 is James Collins. 7, Craig Bellamy. 6, Mark Hughes. You've still not got number 5 in the list. 4, Ben Davis. 3, Robbie Savage. 2, Gary Speed. 1 is Ryan Giggs. Not more. Southall. Andy says Mark Crossley. Yeah, Mark Crossley. I was gonna do a Brian Clough impression then, but I couldn't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't bring one out spur of the moment. Not Rob Earnshaw. We've got James Collins. Not Bale. No, not Bale. Jimmy B flying in with Gareth Bale. No. Dean Saunders is right though, Andy. Dean Saunders is correct. He is 17th. So you've got Rush, Jones, Hennessy, Saunders, Joe Allen, Mark Crossley, Neville Southall. Still 1, 2, 3 more to get. Pembridge, Ashley Williams, Ramsey, James Collins, Craig Bellamy, Mark Hughes, Ben Davis, Robbie Savage, Gary Speed and Ryan Giggs. We're doing the top 20 Welsh footballers with the most Premier League appearances. Not Melville, not Sam Vokes. Not Sam Vokes, no. Not Dan James. Simon Davis is correct. Andy and Casper, both right. Simon Davis is number 5. Still 2 more to get. 2 more to get. One of them briefly played for Liverpool. And one of them played for City. Not Joe Ledley, not Danny Gabidon. C. Wheatley, how's it going, lad? We've got Vinnie Jones. Let me just see if I can get... I'm just trying to move our friend in the chat there who keeps spamming. All these bots flying in lately. It's crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. Craig Bellamy we've already got. Not Danny Gabidon. Andy, I hate this Pillsbury Scouse donut. You always walk alone. Up the Blues. Hey, how's it going, Andy? Thatcher, yes. Ben Thatcher. Famous for giving Pedro Mendes a bit of the old elbow in the face. Shocking, that Ben Thatcher. But yeah, Ben Thatcher is 13th. There's still 1 more to get. He was a goalkeeper. He was a goalkeeper and he played very, very briefly for Liverpool. Not Nico Williams. Andy, I agree, mate. No, so you've got, just again, we'll go over the list. So it's the top 20 Premier League appearance holders, Welsh Premier League appearance holders. The Welsh footballers with the most Premier League appearances. Number 20 is Ian Rush. Number 19 is Vinnie Jones. Number 18, Wayne Hennessy. Happy to give him his full title. 15 is Mark Crossley. 14, Neville Southall, the bin man. 13 is Ben Thatcher. Number 12 is the goalkeeper that you're yet to get, who did have a brief spell with Liverpool. Number 11 is Mark Pembridge. Number 10 is Ashley Williams. Number 9, Aaron Ramsey. Number 8, James Collins. Number 7, Craig Bellamy. Start a fight in an empty room, Craig Bellamy. 6, Mark Sparky Hughes. Number 5 is Simon Davis. Number 4, Ben Davis. Number 3, Robbie Savage. Number 2, Gary Speed, God rest his soul. And number 1, Ryan Giggs. Not the best brother. It's not Danny Ward. No, it isn't Danny Ward. It is, as Connor said and Andy said, it is Paul Jones. Paul Jones, who was actually a loan signing for Liverpool. I think he was one of our last loan signings. Obviously, he's not the last loan signing, but one of our last loan signings. We had Sissoko and Moses and Sahin and Kabak. But we've like, if you go back and you look in like the last 10 Liverpool loan signings, I bet Paul Jones is in there. We had 2 goalkeepers injured at the same time, and the Premier League allowed Liverpool to use an emergency loan. And we got Paul Jones in from Southampton on an emergency loan, and he came in for one game and saved a penalty. He was brilliant. He was absolutely fantastic. Paul Jones, former Liverpool goalkeeper. There you go, Paul Jones. Finally got some Welsh heritage back. Dan says, mate, if you've missed everyone saying Danny Ward since the start. I've not. It's not Danny Ward. It's not Danny Ward. See how cocky you got then, Dan? It wasn't even Danny Ward. It was Paul Jones. Danny Ward's nowhere near the appearance level of Ian Rush. Ian Rush is 20. Danny Ward's... I'm so glad we sold him. 12 million quid we got for him for Leicester. Game's gone. Game's absolutely gone. Timbo says, if Joe Allen is the Welsh Xavi, the midfielders have been truly horrid. That was what Brendan Rodgers called him when we announced him. Literally, on his unveiling, he said, here he is. And he was like, they were both holding the Liverpool shirt, and Brendan Rodgers got his arm round it, laughing, going, the Welsh Xavi. And just, yeah, from that moment on, we all knew, yeah, this is going to be a really bad signing. Right, let's get the timer going for the second half. 45, 30, is it? 34. Right, there you go. Okay, we're all synced up again. Chimey, is David Marshall not Welsh? I don't know, actually. David Marshall. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't know. No, David Marshall is Scottish. Hugh Maddox says, yeah, spot on. Think Ward only had a couple of appearances for Liverpool. Danny Ward, yeah, he played a little bit for Leicester, but like since then he's been Championship goalkeeper, really, hasn't he? He's not really been a Premier League solid regular goalkeeper. Timbo says Keys made sure Federico Fernandez is never answering a half-time quiz again. They've all forgot about that. Sarah, can we please hit the like button? Thank you very much. Yeah, if you're new around here, if you're lurking, please hit the like button if you like what you're seeing and you've enjoyed it so far. If you've enjoyed the quizzes and you've enjoyed the chat, we've got some great people in the chat who support all different types of clubs. Believe it or not, we've got a Man United fan subscribing to Premier League Dad. Became a part of our members club earlier tonight. So, we're certainly not a one-club football channel. We watch everyone. We're watching Wrexham Chelsea now. We're watching Newcastle and City after this. Tomorrow we're doing Rangers Celtic. Then we're doing Inter Milan against AC Milan on Sunday night. And on Monday, we're going to be doing the FA Cup draw. Let's see who maybe Wrexham might get. See if Liverpool or Arsenal draw each other in the next round. But the FA Cup draw on Monday night before Wrexham play Brentford, which is the final game of this round in the FA Cup. Swifty, love to see you, mate. How's it going? I am Croot. Key's a closet United fan. He's admitted there's a photo of him in a United shirt. There is. Only when I was a young lad, though. Long, long before I had any sort of agency. Timbo, am I one of those great people, Key? No, you insult me too much. Sir, we even have Neverton. Sorry, I mean Everton fans as well. Yeah, we even allow some Everton fans in occasionally. Until they start giving Sarah a bit too much stick. She gives him the old Ben Thatcher. Get out. Unbelievable result today for Lincoln. Up the Imps. Johnny, are you serious about the United shirt? Yes, no, I am. Absolutely, I am serious. Yeah. It was when I was 4, to make it clear. I've told the story many times. I won't go into it again, but basically I got taken to Chester, knew that I liked football. She I don't think she quite appreciated how important a football team is. And like, my dad is a massive Liverpool fan. He'd got me Liverpool kits. But it was never really a big thing. She was still only 4. So yeah, my mum got me a Man United black sharp view cam kit, and there is a picture of me at Chester Zoo wearing said kit. But as soon as I got home, my dad was like, what is he doing in that? Get him out of it. Get me in the Liverpool kit. Man United kit went in the bin and we never spoke of it again. Thank God. Come on, lad, did you burn the shirt? I don't, the shirt doesn't, as far as I'm aware, the shirt's on a landfill site somewhere. Probably wrapped around some poor turtle in the sea. I don't know what they do with it these days, but yeah, it's not anywhere I've got access to, sadly. So no, that's just the little Reggies. Connor Key, what's this? I heard you got banned for selling hot dogs at Anfield. Yep, banned for life from all Premier League grounds. Dan says, still think the FA Cup is the best final in Europe. The tradition, Wembley split into 2 different colours on the BBC. Sunny May Day, pints in the beer garden. Lest it continue. That was very nearly Ron Manager from Fast Show. Did you ever watch Fast Show? You started to sound a little bit like Ron Manager from Fast Show there. Far cry from small boys in the park. Jumpers for goalposts. Isn't it wonderful? Marvellous. Sorry. 3-star says this channel certainly has quality on the stream. We've got Forest fans. Even Forest fans are allowed to be members. Sir, my son was in a Liverpool kit from the age of 1. That's it. Absolutely. Get him. Let him know young. Let him know young that that's your team. Can't go back then. Gamer Guru, my dad's wife was a United fan and switched teams to Arsenal due to all the stick she would get from us. She'll never be Arsenal, mank in disguise. Peter Dinty, Wrexham are playing well. They are. They've done really well today. 50 minutes in. Really unlucky to be level, I think, despite what Timbo, the Chelsea fan in the chat, is saying. I do think Chelsea are quite fortunate to be level. It was a good bit of football from Wrexham to get in front, and Chelsea did well too to get back even into a goal scoring position. But the simple fact that it's an own goal from the goalkeeper, it's cleared away off the line by the Wrexham defender, and he hits it into the back of his own goalkeeper, and it goes in. It's just unfortunate. Timbo, Key's banned from Premier League games for his stick. I'm telling you, that sort of stuff is going to stick. You're going to start costing me sponsors at some point. We can't sponsor you. We've heard rumours you hate the Chinese. Oh. Sir, his father, my ex, is United. He didn't say anything. And Joseph says, though, a Chelsea fan, I'm unhappy with the selection of the team. Let the coach be serious. Joseph, who would you change? Sanchez, what is the game time? Your end, Key. 52, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 50, 53rd minute we're on. Swifty, there's a picture of my wife in the Sharp United away shirt in 93, before I met her, of course. Well, that was about the time it's about the same kit. Slappy, if Chelsea win, I hope Arsenal draw them so we can play our teenagers again. And Dan says, never seen it, pal. Just a poetic, dramatic melt. Can he help it, man? No, I love it. It's wonderful. It was borderline Wordsworth there. Timbo, the idea you'd lose a sponsor because you hate the Chinese is pretty funny, though. Yeah, well, it is. It is. It's even funnier that you're suggesting, you know, Barbados and Bahamas or whatever. But then I'm getting sponsors are being turned away because there's rumours that you were banned from all Premier League grounds for selling fraudulent hot dogs, and you loathe the Chinese, apparently. Gamer Guru says, how can Simon from the In-Betweeners be any more serious? Get that man a briefcase. How can Simon from the In-Betweeners be any more serious? Get that man a briefcase. Simon from the In-Betweeners? Oh, I don't follow. Stacey, Key, hope your daughter has had a good birthday. She did, yes. She had a wonderful birthday, Stacey. Thank you. We definitely bought too much food, and she's got lots and lots of presents to open and lots of cards, and she had great fun with all of her classmates. So it was all good fun. SCTDOR, did you watch the Arsenal match earlier? No, I didn't. I still haven't watched it. I know that they won, and I know they were drawing for a section of the game, but I didn't watch the game. No, I was at my little girl's birthday party today, so I didn't watch it. Gamer Guru, it's a joke about Liam Rosenior. He looks like Simon from the In-Betweeners. Simon? Isn't it Will? Does he not like Will? If only. Key's a Celtic fan tomorrow. Johnny, 1-1. It is 1-1 right now. Yeah, it is Will. I think it is Simon's. Simon's the one who had the sticky up hair, isn't he? He had the Eiffel Tower hair, Simon. Will's the In-Betweeners with the briefcase. I thought, doesn't he? I mean, to be fair, the whole Liam Rosenior thing is that he looks like Matisse, doesn't he? To be honest, he looks like Matisse, but he also looks like what's his name? Penfold. Looks a little bit like Penfold with the glasses. I'm an Arsenal fan, but you have to watch Madueke's shot that went out for a throw-in. He's playing against us. It's so mad, because Madueke's been really good for you lads recently, hasn't he? Like, I've seen some Arsenal fans say that they would even... I don't necessarily agree, but I've seen Arsenal fans come in the chat and tell me that they'd probably have picked Madueke over Saka at some points this season. So, I think he's done quite well since he's come in, but... Hey, to each their own, mate. I didn't watch the game today, so I don't know. Gamer Guru, oh my god, it is Will, mate. I fumbled that. L for me there. Not good enough. Not good enough. Have a word with yourself. I'll take my crap joke, I fumbled, and walk away in shame. We even got people on TikTok here calling you out here, Gamer Guru. Even Will, wasn't it? Wasn't it Will who had the briefcase in the In-Betweeners? Yeah, it was. Just wasn't a great gag. It's all good. It's all good. Try again. I'm sure the next one will be better. Keep them coming. Sarah says, if he looks like Simon, then Arteta looks like he should be in Roblox. Atletico Madrid 2, Real Sociedad 1. Ooh. Gonzalez with the goal. Timbo, Madueke's been no better for Arsenal than Chelsea, but he's getting more love at Arsenal. It's funny that. And SCT... Dorsal Pig. Dorsal Pig. He dribbles past all the defenders but can't pass, can't shoot. He's awful. Sounds like Salah. Although Salah can't dribble past the defenders either. So, a little bit of that. Sarr is coming off for Guiu. This is a positive change for Chelsea. 57 minutes on the clock. Big positive change. Centre forward for centre back. Guiu coming on. Here we go. Could this be the moment that Chelsea start to seize control of the game? Dan says, Madueke, Saka, different options, but nah, start Saka. Saka and Rice, corner takers at the World Cup. Reece James too, massive weapon for England. I'm so mad that Trent Alexander-Arnold's still fighting for his England place. That's a foul, referee, and a free kick, surely. Yellow card. Gotta be a yellow card. Must be a yellow for tossing that. Lucky boy. He absolutely wiped him out. I Am Crouch says, should Madueke go to the World Cup? Should Madueke go to the World Cup? I'll throw that out to the chat. Do we think Madueke goes to the World Cup? And should he? I guess that's a bigger question. I think his versatility, the fact that he can play either side and play it quite well, probably means he does go. And we are short of options on the left. You've got Gordon and you've got Rashford. If he takes Gordon and Rashford on the left, on the right he's got Saka and Palmer. Does he need to take Madueke? Does he take Bowen? I don't know, you know. Wrexham. Oh, poor touch. It's going to be... Oh, unlucky. Nearly a corner. That's going to be a throw into Chelsea. Unlucky. Timo Delap better not be going on the wing again. Key looks like Jay's dad. Now that's absolutely uncalled for. Absolutely bang out of order, that. So many better options, I think. Timbo says Madueke should not go to the World Cup at all. Saka and Bowen are better at right wing. Gordon and Rashford are better at left. Saka, Bowen, Madueke. So where does Palmer fit in? You can't take... Here's the thing. People want to take, like, Cole Palmer or Wrexham. Big chance this. Shocking from Chelsea. Oh, good block. Chelsea just playing with fire at the back. Will says, I'm not sure if I'd take him. You could even play Eze on the left, but I'm not even sure he'll go. Eze won't go to the World Cup. No. Eze won't go to the World Cup. He's not played enough. He's been on the bench far too often for Arsenal now. The chance of him going to the World Cup has gone. That's long since passed. Dan says, Connor, the longer this game stays a draw, the worse it is for Chelsea. Chelsea are playing themselves into trouble. The passing out from the back is a real problem. Dan says, with Arsenal games coming up, he will play more. Let's see how he finishes the season. Just pull a Walcott and take Darwin. What a performance today. Semi-joking. Will says, wouldn't be surprised if Wrexham bring on Windass or Moore. I think Kiefer Moore's bound to come on in the next couple of minutes, I would imagine. Next 10 minutes or so, they might roll the dice and bring on Kiefer Moore. Wrexham, edge of the box, strike! It's another block, and it might be going out for another corner. Yeah, second corner in a row for Wrexham. Player, and he hardly gets in the Arsenal team now. That's fair enough. Dorsal says Foden can play on the left, can't he? I feel Palmer will play more central. Every time I've seen Palmer play central, I feel like he's not the same player. Claim for the handball! Claim for the handball, referee! Oh, it kind of was all in a bit of a melee there. Oh, what are you doing at the back? Wrexham have given the ball away. Here's Garnacho. Starting to get players back. Garnacho. Terrible from Garnacho there. Shocking. Yeah, I mean... You know, I'm not being funny, but people want to try and squeeze in, like, Foden, Bellingham, Rodgers, Palmer. If you're taking all four of them, and I think all four of them have to go, you've got to leave some people out. Like, I don't know what you can't have. I feel like you've got to have some natural width. And Madueke gives you that. I think Gordon gives you that. And I think Rashford gives you that. I think Rashford goes because he can play centre-forward as well. So I think Rashford's almost certain to go. So Rashford, Kane. I think Saka will go. I think Gordon, just in spite of everything, because he's a natural winger and he's got pace, I think Gordon will go. And he's on the left-hand side. So Gordon and Rashford for me are non-negotiable. I think Saka and Palmer on the right, and I think Rodgers, Bellingham and Foden go as well. So that would be it for me. Everyone else... Oh, Chelsea, nearly 2-1. Wonderful player. Yeah, I think that was... I think that's all you're going to get. I think it's those 8. Oh, sorry, those 7. Those 7 across the 3 behind Harry Kane. I think we take 7 players. Rashford, Foden, Bellingham, Rodgers, Palmer, Saka and Gordon. That's it for me. I don't think Eze and Madueke go. Dan, I think Eze will go. He's starting for Arsenal now. I think Palmer, Rodgers, Bellingham, Eze. Foden isn't going. Oh, that's handball, that. That is handball from Mark Guiu. That's handball. How's that not been checked? That should be a penalty to Wrexham. That has to be a penalty to Wrexham. Lee 89, I think he takes Welbeck. He's not taking a 36-year-old Danny Welbeck. He might take Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but I don't think he takes Danny Welbeck. Timbo says the attackers that will go to the World Cup will be Kane, Watkins, Rashford, Gordon, Saka, Bowen, Bellingham, Rodgers, Palmer. How many players are you taking? Kane, Watkins, Rashford, Gordon, Saka, Bowen, Bellingham, Rodgers, Palmer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. I think he's going to load up on defence and midfield. Lavia's coming off. I Am Crute says, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Eze looked to leave this summer. He's too good to sit around. I think he will. I genuinely do. I think Eze might well leave. Unless there are plans afoot for Odegaard to leave. I think he'll want some assurances. I think if he doesn't end up going to the World Cup this summer, put it this way, if he doesn't go to the World Cup, I think he has a serious conversation with Mikel Arteta about, listen, where do you see me next year? Because I'm not sitting on the bench as often as I have done this season. I can't see it. He's too good to sit on the bench, but he's not good enough to get in the team. That's basically been the situation, hasn't it? Dan says Eze and Palmer can play wing though. Even Rodgers, Bellingham deeper. I think Eze makes it. Is the problem not though with Eze and Palmer that they will, and the same with Foden, if you have Eze, Palmer and Foden, because it feels like England have got so many wonderful number 10s, right? Rodgers included. Eze, Palmer, Rodgers, Foden, right? If you try and take those players, there's no natural width. All we'll do is just narrow the pitch up. Surely you have to consider at some point, well, you've got to get Gordon in there, and I think you have to get, well, Rashford's not really a natural winger, but he can be. But Gordon certainly, and I actually think Madueke's got a better chance of going than Madueke's got a better chance of going than Eze. Honestly, I really do. Just because he's got natural width and he can play either side quite well. Solanke could go as well. That's not a bad shout. Yeah, just paper. Solanke's not a bad shout either to go as back up to Harry Kane. He has done well, Solanke, hasn't he? 65th minute on the clock. Still a long way to go. 3 stars says Elliot Anderson may well get a call up. Pride of Merseyside Key. What's the City Newcastle lineups? Go on, we'll have a look at the City Newcastle lineups because they are out. City Newcastle is as follows. Ramsdale in goal. Aaron Ramsdale starts in goal. Kieran Trippier, Botman, Chow, and Lewis Hall at the back. In midfield, he's gone with a double pivot of Tonali and Willock. Not sure about that. Tonali and Willock in a double pivot with Voltemada in the 10. Harvey Barnes off the right, Elanga off the left, and Asula at centre forward. So Newcastle have dropped out Gordon, Byrne, Joe Linton, Johan Wissa and Livramento. All 5 of them. Ramsey, who's suspended for the red card at United. Lewis Miley's out with a knee injury. Bruno Guimaraes out with a muscle injury as well. Fabian Schär as well out with his ankle injured. Probably not going to be back in time to play for Newcastle again because his contract's up this summer. But that is the Newcastle lineup. Asula starts up front after his match winner against Manchester United. That's the big news for the Newcastle game. Harvey Barnes starting and Elanga starting. Voltemada in sort of a midfield role. Weird. Wrexham ball in. Oh, Cucurella, good defending back post. It's a corner to Wrexham. And sorry, for City. For City, they've gone with Trafford in goal, Ake, Stones, Kusanov and Nunes. So they've rotated themselves a little bit, City. City have left Gay on the bench and Diaz on the bench. Aït-Nouri, Rodri, Semenyo's on the bench as well. In midfield for City, it's Nico Gonzalez, Reinders and O'Reilly. O'Reilly on that sort of left-hand side, left flank, where he seems to be getting in the box an awful lot more, doesn't he? scored a couple of really good goals against Newcastle in the League Cup. Oh, sorry, it was the league game, wasn't it, the other week? So O'Reilly, Reinders and Nico Gonzalez midfield, and then a front three for City of Doku, Savinio and Marmoush. Looks like two heavily rotated Newcastle and City sides, I've got to say. I was very surprised by that. Very, very surprised. Mazza, do you think Spurs will be in any danger to Liverpool in the next game, Key Thomas? Yeah, I think Spurs are a good side. I just don't think they'll go down, though. Kieran says Windass and Moore coming on. They'll be a threat. Absolutely. Kiefer Moore and Josh Windass have come on for Rathbone and Smith. Timbo, narrowing the pitch is fine if you play attacking fullbacks like James, Hall, Trent. And everyone at Arsenal has been rotated, have their time on the bench. Same can be said for Madueke, Calafiori, Skelly. Only players who started for Arsenal most is Gabby, Saliba and Zubamendi. I think Lewis Skelly's going to be another one who'll be frustrated and he'll go to Arteta in the summer and say, I need to go. You can't. He's literally been on the bench and not even got a minute off the bench. I think is it 9 out of the last 10 games? He's literally been sat on the bench. He might as well have been playing Angry Birds on the bench on his phone. That says, is Roger better than Palmer? Morgan Rogers, I think this season has been better than Palmer, but I don't think that he is better than Cole Palmer, no. I think he's a very talented player, though. Brendan, what's the story with Voltemada? I thought he was a centre-forward. I think we all did. Eddie Howe seems to have this thing of playing him in midfield. Newcastle fans aren't too sure on it, and then it's mad. It's like they're playing Berbatov in midfield. He's got a great touch, but he's not quick enough on the ball, and he doesn't move it fast enough, and he's a little bit, it's kind of like you're missing out on having him in the box and having him sort of as an option when you put the ball in. He wins everything in the air. He's a good centre forward. I think he is someone who can be a valuable forward for Newcastle. Whether he proves to be 75 million quid's worth is another factor, but he's not a midfielder, is he? Newcastle have got form for doing this, though, of course. They signed Joe Linton as a centre-forward from Hoffenheim, if you remember. Joe Linton was a centre-forward who was converted to a centre-mid. Atletico Madrid 3, Sociedad 2. Gonzalez again with another one. Chelsea with a strike, and it's gone out for a corner on the far side. Dan says Palmer is not good enough. Foden, not good enough. Rodgers off form. We're overestimating the competition. Even Bellingham, the standard isn't that high. Wow. Timbo says my England 11 would be Pickford, James, Konza, Gay, Hall, Rice, Anderson, Palmer, Bellingham, Rashford, Kane. And Dan, MLS is 18. He'll go on loan. Can't expect to start every game. On loan, though. Again, will he want a loan? I honestly, I think I don't know if it's going to be... For me, Miles Lewis-Skelly, having played for England, I don't think a loan... If I'm his agent, I'm telling him no chance. You can't... A loan is a bad career move for you. There's nobody who's played for England and then gone on loan. Like, you are good enough to be playing for a top 6 side regularly, and you're not even getting off the bench for Arsenal. You're not even the number 2 left back. You're behind. You've got Calafiori and Hincapié ahead of you. He doesn't rate you, mate. You need to get out the club, and that is exactly the situation. He doesn't rate Miles Lewis-Skelly. He's got 2 players ahead of him, and they've just made the Hincapié deal permanent. Joe Linton started as a centre forward though, didn't he? Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Sorry, we've just mentioned that. Dan, I will end on this. I don't think he will start. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't go, but I think he makes it in the end. Gamer Guru, Saliba went on loan, became a beast, and now one of the best in the world. He hadn't played for France and already reached a career high before that though, had he? That's my point. I think once you've ascended to that level, you don't drop down again. Like if you're going out on, if he'd gone out on loan the season, 2 games for you in that season when he scored against City and had the whole Haaland celebration, surely at that point you're thinking, he kicks on. There's quite a few people thought he would be a regular for England. Not even in the England squad, not getting a whistle of a chance in the England squad. Why would he put him in the first team squad if he didn't rate him? Like, he doesn't rate him because he's got 2 players ahead of him. Timbo, Calafiori was horrid today, by the way. And Shell, did you watch the Mansfield game, Key? I didn't know. It was my little girl's birthday today, Shell. So it was her party. So we didn't... I didn't watch the Arsenal game. I just saw the score. That's it. Patrick, Lewis Hall or Luke Shaw at the World Cup? That's probably a better question. Who goes in the fullback positions to the World Cup? Because you've got Livramento. You've got Hall. You've got James. You've got Trent. You've got... I mean, I guess you could look at Trippier, but I don't think he'll go. You've got Spence, who's played there. You've got Nico O'Reilly, who I think has been terrific for City. I think I'd be taking Nico O'Reilly, if I'm dead honest. I think he's tall, he's strong, you can put him in midfield. He's got all of the athleticism that you'd want from a left-back. I think Luke Shaw, for his experience, is another big one. So, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got probably 8 or 9 players who you could look at for those left-back slots and right-back slots. You can only really take 4. You could maybe push 5 in or 6 in. Like, Trent, if you took Trent and Reece James, you could take them, but you'd have to knock down your midfield options, wouldn't you? Like, Trent and Reece James can both play in midfield. Whether you'd want them to is another question. Joe Gomez, yeah, I honestly, I love Joe Gomez. I think he's probably... I don't mean this in an arrogant way, but I genuinely do believe that Joe Gomez is England's best centre-back. I'm not even kidding. Joe Gomez is England's best centre-back, but he's never fit. If he's fit, Joe Gomez is phenomenal, but he's never, ever fit, so I wouldn't take him. I think Joe Gomez is fantastic. He can play right-back, he can play centre-back. He always does a good job. He's super reliable, just not reliable fitness-wise, sadly. Brendan says Joe Linton was a donkey of a centre-forward, though, so there was an obvious reason to convert him. Don't know why they're doing it with Voltemada. Gamer Guru, he uses the players he thinks fits the team we face. And that's true enough, but then it's also true, isn't it, mate, that 9 out of the last 10 games, Lewis Skelly hasn't even come off the bench. And that's going to be a factor. Sure, if you're Lewis Skelly's agent, and you're not an Arsenal fan, you're just an agent. Let's say you're just an agent, you're looking out for the best interests of your clients. You wouldn't be saying to him, you've got to stay at Arsenal. You'd absolutely be saying, I don't think Arsenal's the right place for you, mate. If you want regular minutes on the pitch, you're not going to get it here. You're not going to get it here. They might sell him. They might do what we did with Jarrell Kwanzaa, maybe. Sell him with a buyback, or sell him with a sell-on clause, or I don't know, something like that. LJ, cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Hope you're doing well. Yes. Timbo, James, Trent Hall, and Livramento would be my picks. Livramento can play both sides, so right back cover if James is put in midfield. Dan says Joe Hart made an England debut, then went to Birmingham. Tammy Abraham too. Joe Hart played for England and then went on loan to Birmingham. Is that true? Tammy Abraham as well. That baffles me. If that's true, then I stand corrected. But I've never thought that to be the case. Maybe that's the exception, not the rule. Generally speaking, people don't want to go back in lifestyle. They don't want to go back in career, and I think a loan move is seen as a young player. It's not a bad thing to get minutes if you're still developing. But if you already played for your country, you're not going out on loan. You want to move. You want regular minutes at a club that you can be settled at. Andy, Joe Hart went on loan to Torino. He did, but Joe Hart went on loan to Torino after his England career was kind of already on the downturn, wasn't it? Pride of Merseyside, surely England take Branthwaite. Would they? Would you take Jared Branthwaite? You can't take Jared Branthwaite. He's only just started playing games. Like last month, February, yeah. He's only just come into the side again. You can't take a player who's not kicked a ball all season and then just started playing the last few months. I think Branthwaite misses out for that reason. Strike! Yes! It's there! Oh, is it going to count though? Is it going to count? I think it is. Doyle with the strike. It's a strike from the edge of the box. And it just goes through a body of players. But Wrexham are 2-1 up. 12 minutes to go. Wrexham might be going through. Oh, yes. Come on, Wrexham. Have that, Chelsea. Have that. Get in the bin. £1 billion bottle jobs. There you go. Come on, Wrexham. I love it. This is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Great strike from the edge of the box. And Doyle somehow deflects it in. Callum Doyle. Former City Academy product. City Academy product. Strike from the edge of the box. Yeah, that's a goal. There's nothing wrong with that. He's onside. He's onside. Oh, what a touch. That's a Cruyff flick. It's a Cruyff flick. Look at that. Oh, you beauty. What an absolute screamer that is. An absolute screamer. Get in. Wonderful, wonderful goal. And there it is. Wrexham 2, Chelsea 1. Looks like you might have to make the call you were talking about earlier. Stick this for extra time or switch. You just called it. You jinxed it. It's wonderful. I am Crute. Seeing as there's always a surprise call in the England squads, do we think Tuchel will take Rio and Gamoa? Do you know what? I don't think he does. I don't think he does. But it wouldn't surprise me. Again, that left-hand side for England, the right-hand side and the number 10 is like overloaded, and he might have to make some really brave calls in those two areas. Saka, Palmer, Foden, Bellingham, Eze, Rodgers. You know, there's all these players on that right-hand side and through the middle, but the left-hand side, it's dry. It's very bare. It's Madueke maybe out of position. It's Rashford. Some people still consider him more of a centre forward than a left winger. And Anthony Gordon, who, if we're being dead honest, has not had a brilliant season, to be honest. So, yeah, I mean, maybe he could. Maybe Rio Ngamoa is an option. Maybe he is. Rio Ngamoa for England at the World Cup. Delap into the box. Good defending from Wrexham. Come on. 1-2-4. Did you just call that a screamer? Did you see it? Did you not see the goal? Fabulous flick. Bergkamp-esque. Hollywood looking good. Dan says the feeling of doom and sorrow is Branthwaite is named in the starting lineup. What a way to ruin your day. Branthwaite named in the starting lineup. Chelsea in. Oh, what a goal that is. That's a brilliant goal. Absolutely fantastic. Is it Hato? Is it Jorrel Hato? What a goal that is. Dobson. Shocking, really, from Wrexham at the back. And Chelsea have equalised with 10 to go. This one might be going to extra time now. And just as quickly as they've turned it round, it's a shampong. Just as quickly as they've turned it round, Chelsea back level. Shocking play from Wrexham. They just give the ball away. But what a finish that is. From a young centre-back, playing right-back, out of position tonight. He's just lashed it into the roof of the net. It's a great goal. And this cup tie, it's been a hell of a cup tie, hasn't it? Fabulous cup tie. Chelsea now level, going into extra time, I think. Might well be going to extra time. Daniel, Rio defo won't get picked for England. I don't think so either, mate. It was a question that was put out on TikTok, but it's an interesting proposition. There's not many on that left side, so Rio, being a natural left-hand side winger, he might benefit. Hey, Eccleston Mere, how do Key? You okay, my mate? I am very good, sir. How are you? Oh, hey, Chelsea might just nick this late on now. It feels like the game's just swung a little bit. It's just swung back in Chelsea's favour. That goal really did hurt Wrexham. Far post. Good clearance away. And Okonkwo claims it. Well done. Lucky people, says Reese. Chelsea nick it at the death. And see Wheatley, what the hell were the defenders doing there? Yeah, it wasn't brilliant, was it? Wasn't good enough. Was not very good, that. Three-star, that's the early games on my sevenfold. Up. Daniel, think he would do good, but don't think they would call him up just yet. Well, Walcott went, didn't he? Walcott had barely played a game in the Premier League and he went. So, we've seen England managers have form for that sort of thing before. I Am Cruz says 1 or 2 injuries on that left-hand side and Rio could go. I'd rather play Rio than Eze. I would rather play Rio than Eze on the left-hand side, yes. Just because Rio is he's a left winger, isn't he? He's not... I don't think Eze's best in that position, to be honest. And all he's going to do is narrow the pitch up. Wrexham in again! Wrexham in again! Oh, what a save! What a strike! Oh, no! Oh, how's that stayed out? Oh, so close to 3-2. Fuck. Foxy, amazing what the owners have done overall. Not just Wrexham, but Colombian sides they bought. Changed the name from Inter to de Bogota, the kit, and turned them from relegation battlers to top of the league. I've not followed that. That's interesting. Hartung says $2 billion bottle king in next week. Chelsea v PSG. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi, possibly. Yeah, maybe Hudson-Odoi is another one for the left-hand side. Right, Chelsea are bringing on the big reinforcements here now. João Pedro and Malo Gusto coming on. A Champong, the goal scorer, has gone off. As has... who else has gone off? Who else has gone off there? João Pedro's gone on for Delap. And a Champong's gone off for Gusto. Dan, Connor, cracking game of footy this. I've enjoyed it. It's been brilliant. It's been a really good game. Hopefully you'll stick with us for the Newcastle and City game. Whatever the scoreline here, we will follow along with this one. And then we will do the Newcastle City game straight after. Wrexham into the box. Kiefer Moore. Oh, straight across the face of goal. 5 minutes to go, but it's still end to end. There's still a chance for either team to win this. O'Brien will score the winner, 90+2. Mate, if that comes off, stick a quid on it. Foxy, they also have Necaxa in Mexico. I only remember Necaxa when they played United in the FIFA World Club Cup. Like, do you remember when United exited the FA Cup? They won the Champions League in 99 and they had to leave. They had to abandon the FA Cup, didn't they, to play in the Club World Cup? I'm sure it was that. And when they went to the Club World Cup, they played Necaxa. And I think it was it Vasco da Gama? It was Vasco da Gama with Romario and Edmundo up front. But they played Necaxa, and Necaxa kicked United all over the pitch. They got absolutely battered. And I mean, like, it wasn't just a game of football. They were kicking them. That's all that Necaxa did. They just battered United physically. Dan, bloody Hudson-Odoi, where are those straws? Where's the bottom of that barrel? We're through to the wood. Connor, Key, will it be another live for the City v Newcastle game, or will it just carry over onto it? No, it has to be another live. So what will happen is we'll stay on this one. I will amend the live start time for Newcastle and City because it's supposed to start at 10 to. It's supposed to start in 17 minutes for Newcastle and City. We'll stay with this one. I think we have to stay with this one now. So let's stay with this one. And then what we'll do is, assuming you want to stay with me, the live will end as soon as this game finishes, whether it finishes in normal time, in extra time, or at penalties. I'll stay through to the bitter end. And what we'll do is, as soon as the game finishes, the live on where you are right now will redirect you straight over to the Newcastle and City game. So it'll end, and I'll immediately go live again within a couple of minutes. Foxy, yep, historic Necaxa side. They had Alex Aguinaga, one of the greatest ever Ecuadorians. Didn't they also have, was it Hernandez, the fellow with the blonde hair? Was his name Hernandez? The fellow with the blonde hair. He's Mexican, obviously, and he had I'm sure he did the... Did he do like the bunny hop at the World Cup? What a strike! Off the bar! Oh, I tell you what, if that goes in, that's one of the all-time great FA Cup goals. Absolutely unbelievable. Garnacho, just wide. Chelsea rattle the crossbar. Pedro Neto, unbelievable play down the left-hand side. Garnacho rolls it back. Cucurella's running onto it. He does a lovely little dummy. And Neto, left-footed, edge of the box, crashes it onto the crossbar. So close, very nearly. 3-2 Chelsea. Reece says Liam Delap has not worked out at Chelsea. He's not. He should have gone somewhere. He's another one, I think, who made the wrong pick. He was Manchester United's first choice, apparently. He was very, very... United would have signed him, and Sesko would not have been a United player, so United maybe got lucky in that Liam Delap turned them down. Long ball over the top. Timbo says, you had 3 kids, but the team had an older average team than ours. Biggest myth going that. No, we did. No, if you have a look at our Plymouth side that day, mate, we had Endo starting at centre-back. That was one of the big problems for us. It wasn't just that we had older players or average age or anything like that. It was also the positions of those players. Endo started at centre-back that day. Wrexham driving towards the edge of the box. Good defending from Cucurella. And Gareth says Delap should have gone to Everton. Well, yeah, there was talk of him going there as well. Oh, Wrexham have just absolutely side down. Absolutely side down Garnacho. It was a proper... They've just butchered Garnacho there, the Wrexham player. He's flew into Garnacho, and it's definitely a yellow card. No question, it's a yellow card. Dan just do 4-4-2. Kane and Ollie up top. Brexit football. Rice and Saka whipping in screamers. Bring it home, the boys. Last minute winner for Wrexham, says Shell. I'd love that. Timbo. Oh, I was on about the League Cup final. Oh, sorry. Apologies. I thought you was on about the Plymouth game still. So I stand corrected, said the man in the orthopaedic shoes. Foxy, Luis Hernandez. Yeah, long blonde hair, did play for Necaxa. Not sure if he was in that tournament, though. He went the MLS late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah, I remember him in the, obviously, the green Mexico shirt at the World Cup with the collar. And, yeah, just a wonderful player, Hernandez. Madhouse says, thank God Delap didn't choose United. Evening, Key and Euler. How's it going, Madhouse? Sarah just checked Timbo. We had 3 first-team players. What's this? It's not a checking potential red card, this, is it? He's going to get sent off here. Why is he being sent to the monitor for this? That wasn't a red card. That wasn't a red card. If this gets... Honestly, if this is a red card, I think we've lost all balance in football, because that is not a red. That is not a red card. It's crazy. That is crazy. It's not a red. You can't give that as a red. You can't give that as a red card. That is nonsense. No, that's not a red. Ref, please. Please have some sort of balance here. It's not a red. It's just not. VAR. Yellow card. Cancelled. Red card. Wrexham are down to 10 men. Fucking crazy. That's not a red. I'm sorry, it's so wrong, that. That's so wrong. Red card for Dobson. Off you go. Terrible. Terrible. George Dobson. Big part of that Wrexham midfield as well. He's had a decent game tonight, Dobson. But not a great dignified end, it must be said. Garnacho knocks it past him, and it is a bad tackle. It's not a great tackle, but it's a yellow. It's no more than that. You don't give a red for that. I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous to be given a red card for that. I'm sorry. Brendan says, no way, that's a red. Should be a pint. Yeah. Timbo, Key, you're calling for a red if that's on a Liverpool player. Timbo, you and I both know I am the least biased. I always... counterbalance my own bias. And I tell you, I don't think that's a red card for anyone. Stacey, do you think Dobson looks a bit like Gareth Bale, or is it just me? He has got shades of Bale, hasn't he? Little shades of it. It's not a red card, says Liam. This referee's a prick. Studs up, Key. Behave yourself. It's not studs up. It's not studs up at all. He goes for the ball, he misses the ball, and he catches him. He is flying in. He's lost. You could argue that he's gone in with excessive force. But that's not a red card. I'm sorry. It's ridiculous, that. Swifty says the contact isn't even his studs. It's a ridiculous decision. It's true. Yeah, it's not a red card, that. Chelsea, oh, unlucky. 6 minutes of added on time. We've already played 3 and a bit minutes of him. Definitely not a red card. Right, let me just amend the Newcastle start time, because unfortunately, for those who are in the chat, I'm going to have to go to the Newcastle chat as well, and we're just going to have to amend it to, at the very least, we'll put it to 8:30, because we're not going to be watching it. We will be watching it, but only after this game. Right, okay. So, as it stands, we are going to be watching this for extra time, unless there's a goal in the next couple of minutes. Ryan says, this guy said Darman's performance was a semi-joke. I wonder what he was doing when he was 16 years. What guy? Who said it was a semi-joke? I didn't even see Darman's performance. Who said it was a semi-joke? Timbo, it's about time we were against 10 men for once, rather than actually having 10 men. Good ball in. Wrexham clear it away. It's a throw in. Brendan, I don't understand. Was it a red because he missed his leg and only caught his foot? I don't know. I'm guessing it's for excessive force. That's often one of the things that gets mentioned, isn't it? Excessive force. So maybe it is that. 3-star, no VAR in the earlier rounds, and teams have paid the cost for poor decisions against them. Wrexham now on the counter-attack. Could 10 men Wrexham do it? What a ball that is. Oh, go on, lad. Yo, in the area. Hit it. Oh. Honestly, if they'd have scored, then the table was getting flipped. Unbelievable. C. Wheatley says, crazy that Chelsea need a 10-men championship team to get through. They might not get through against a 10-men championship team. Strike! Oh, what a rattler. Unbelievable. Roshant says, what the hell has happened? I was away for 70 minutes and it's 2-2. Dan says he's talking about me. I said semi-joking about him going to the World Cup. Not entirely sure what he's banging on about. Yeah, I was going to say it's probably just someone catching half of a conversation and then assuming that I've insulted a child. Wrexham absolutely deserved the win here, says Darren. Yeah, I thought so too. I thought Wrexham have been the better side, and Chelsea... It's been quite poor from Chelsea overall. I mean, they've rattled the crossbar. You could maybe say that the... No, I think on balance of play, I think Wrexham should be through. I do. Impressionable Minds, did you enjoy the Arsenal game earlier? I haven't watched it, mate. No, I didn't watch it. I haven't watched it. I know the results, but I didn't watch it. Darren says they've looked way more dangerous. Chelsea only started playing when they went behind. They did again. Wrexham on the counter-attack, even with 10 men, have kept going for it. Like, honestly, the absolute cojones of Phil Parkinson to keep sending his team forward at every opportunity, to keep going to try and go and get a winner. Go on, you can hurt them on the counter. They've just got so much energy. Timbo, it's been a while since I've been in a stream where literally everyone is against us. Reminds me of back in the Jose days. Right, is it full time? Yep, full time. Okay. Full time. So we are going to extra time. We are going to be moving into extra time. Right, hang on a second. Interact. Start. Stop. Excuse me. Okay. Roshan says, chat, did Wrexham play well? Yes, they did. They played very, very well. Dan says Parky for England manager, and Roshant Key, how did the match go? Can you give me a recap? Recap is that Wrexham scored first. Chelsea, that was in the first half. Chelsea then came back and got an equaliser through Garnacho. Garnacho, Delap played really, really well. Broke on the counter-attack, turned, played it into Garnacho. Garnacho had a strike, it went past the keeper. Wrexham had a player on the line and they cleared it away and it hit into the back of their own goalkeeper. It hit a Conquo and went into the net. It was a real shame, but it was an own goal. So Chelsea equalised via an own goal. Very fortunate. Then Wrexham scored from a great long-distance shot that deflected. It wasn't really a deflection. It was like a flick. It was a deliberate flick from Callum Doyle. He flicked it in, 2-1, and then within minutes, Chelsea were back level, a Champong, fabulous finish. And then just at the end of the game, then Dobson sent off for a really, really rash tackle on Garnacho. I don't think anyone in the chat seriously believes that that's a red card offence. You could maybe argue that he was a little bit out of control. Maybe there was excessive force at play. I don't think that's a red card. I don't know if you agree. I don't think that's a red card. I really don't. I think that was very harsh. And however you want to dress it up, I think Wrexham have been hard done by to have 10 men against 11. But now they're into 30 minutes of added time. I think there's a real possibility that Wrexham, even with 10 men, can make it to penalties. Juan says definitely a yellow but not a red. DW says clipped his shin pad, not a red for me. No, I agree. Listen, clipping a player, he did go in, he flew in, but he didn't, there was no clear force. There was no you're not getting that as a red card. It's not dangerous at all. I'm sorry, that's not dangerous play. It's not dangerous play. If that's dangerous play, then the game has absolutely gone. You'd be getting 3 sendings off a game. It's madness. Harsh Onawane says, does this go to pens or Chelsea win in extra time? Well, that's a good question. What do we think? Do we think it's a penalty shootout? Does it go all the way this now? Or are we going to see this go to a winner in extra time? What do you think? Let me know in the chat. Timmy says, saw a clip. I'm an Arsenal fan. It looks like a red card in my opinion. Well, hey, listen, to each their own. Everyone's got their opinion on it, but I don't know how that's given as a red card. Personally, I think it's very, very harsh, and the vast majority of people in the chat seem to agree with that. But that's the beauty of football, I guess, isn't it? Broken Verdict says it was a red in my opinion, but Wrexham are playing Chelsea off the park, legitimately the better team, and that's probably the more important point, isn't it? Even with 10 men, I think Wrexham have been the better side overall. Got to give Wrexham credit. Phil Parkinson's done a magnificent job. Going to pens, says Johnny. Juan, if it goes to pens, I feel like Wrexham might win it. Didn't Wrexham in the last round have a man sent off against Forest? I'm sure they did. Did they? No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They didn't, but either way, they still won on penalties against Forest in the, not the last round, the third round, wasn't it? They beat Wrexham in the last round. But in the previous round, they beat Forest, a Premier League side, on penalties. Could it happen again tonight? Right, we're about to get off for the first half of extra time. There you go, we're off. First half of extra time. Peter, 2 reds for that assault. Ronaldo says, Key, who's been the better team? Wrexham for me. Just as Broken Verdict says, has to be Wrexham for me. Comfortably has to be Wrexham. Quick request, if you've not already, just while we're watching along here now, if you've been lurking in the chat for a while, if you've been watching along and you've been enjoying the lives that we do, I say we. The community leads the way. We've got wonderful people in the chat. It's not really me, it's them who you're chatting with throughout the game. I'm watching the game with you. But if you enjoy these watch-alongs with us, hit the like button before you leave, before you move on. Hit the like button and subscribe, and you'll see more of them popping up on your browse page, your YouTube search feed, whatever. We're live every single day. That's what we do on this channel. We watch games of football with people like you, no matter who you support, every single day. And it's always a good laugh. It's always a good laugh. And while the game's going on, we're chatting about all manner of things to do with football, whether it be the new offside rule, whether it be the fact that there's now 8 teams coming up from the Championship in the playoffs, whether it be whether Arsenal are boring or whether Spurs are getting relegated, or if Everton can get Europe, or if Liverpool are the worst champions of all time. All these different questions we answer pretty much every day, and we always do a quiz, usually pre-match and post-match, or pre-match and half-time rather. But yeah, listen, I really appreciate everyone in the chat. If you can't, or if you haven't already, please hit the like button, please subscribe. But only if you want to. If you don't, and you just want to watch for tonight, I appreciate you being here too anyway. Ryan, absolutely love these watch-alongs. Cheers, Ryan. What a guy. Really appreciate that, mate. Head over to the place with the play button as well, and you'll see the full broadcast style. So give us a follow over there as well. Roderick says, if I say the coach is not fit for the Premier League as he is in the levels of the Champions League Championship, can you say that I am sarcastic? Why keeping all good players out? Well, a lot of people said we don't need... To be honest, was it Taylor? I think Taylor in the chat, who's a massive Chelsea fan, he said it's right that we've rotated tonight. This was before the game. He said it's right that we've rotated tonight. We don't need all our best players to beat Wrexham. That came back to bite you really strongly, didn't it? And I think a fair few Chelsea fans would have felt like that. Not all, but a fair few Chelsea fans tonight would have felt confident, even with the lineup that he put out. But I've got to say, I think a few people saw it coming as well. It always had the feelings of an FA Cup tie, this one. A real FA Cup tie, a cup set. Ronaldo says, Key, why can't the FA Cup not go to penalties? You've got to get a winner, mate. You've got to get a winner some way. I'd love it if we brought in MLS penalties. Remember the MLS penalties they used to do? They were brilliant. They would be well better than actual penalty kicks. Timbo, 8 playoff spots makes it exciting, to be fair. Means probably 15 championship sides still thinking they can make the playoffs by April. Yeah. Dan, what are we up to? Sorry. But you are the worst champions, pal. Don't start me. Don't start me off. Timmy, did you watch the Arsenal match? I didn't, mate. No. No, I didn't. I haven't seen the Arsenal match. I just know the scoreline. Shell, congratulations on 18k, Mr. Thomas. Oh, have we broke it? Oh, I didn't know. We was on 17,900 and something when I started the game. So, oh, okay, well, that's good news. We're over 18k. Thank you, everyone. quite a big jump, innit? From we was only on 6k at Christmas. Spencer, I never watched the Arsenal match. I watched paint and dry instead. Oh, hey, whatever works for you, mate. I can certainly get on board with that comment. DW says it's 6 playoff spots next season. Sorry, I meant it goes down to 8th. I didn't word that correctly. You're right. It's 6 playoff spots next season across the Football League, isn't it? Chelsea, ball in. Oh, far post, Garnacho. Keep him out. Chance. Oh, lucky off the line. Very nearly 3-2 Chelsea. Mark Guiu with a strike. Couldn't quite make it count. Timmy, congrats Thomas. Hopefully more tears at 30k. Well, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Predictions for Man City versus Newcastle. I honestly think Newcastle will win that one. I think Newcastle will go through. I'm gutted that we can't watch it right now, but we will turn over. As soon as this game's wrapped up, you have my word, I'll end the stream. You guys will be redirected immediately to the Newcastle live. I will restart everything and we'll be back on within a few seconds, few minutes maybe. Give me 2-3 minutes. I'll have it all back up for the Newcastle and City game. But here we go. Chelsea back to Cucurella. It's all Chelsea as we've started off extra time. It's looking more and more like Wrexham are just going to hold on and try and get to a penalty shootout if they can. Can they hold out? Ball in, must be. Oh, Garnacho, if that's... Has that scored? Has he gone in? Surely he's offside there. Surely he's offside. If he's broke the offside trap there, that's a hell of a goal. Oh, Wrexham 2, Chelsea 3. Is he onside? There's going to be a hell of a check here, though. I think there might be a VAR check on this one. Might be a VAR check. He just came from nowhere. It's a great ball. Is it a Sugo with the ball? It's a fabulous ball in. Let's just have a look. Is he onside here? The ball gets played back. Oh, he's miles on. He's miles on. That's a great goal. That's a fabulous goal, that. Oh, do you know what? Fair play. Fair play to Chelsea. I thought that was... To be honest, I thought he'd put it wide. But what a ball in from Asugo and Garnacho. Far post. Scores his... Well, it's not really his second of the game, but he scored a really crucial goal. It is a goal. And there you go. Chelsea are in front. And I think with 10 men now, Wrexham... I can't really see him making a fist of it. But hey, who knows? The magic of the FA Cup, who knows? The magic of the FA Cup. There's still time. We've still got another 23 minutes of the game to go. Jack Play says this match has been fire. Wrexham are in. Kiefer Moore standing up. Oh, unlucky. They're still going forward. Alfie, good to see you live again, Key. What do you think about Millwall this season? Millwall, absolutely every chance of coming up. I think Millwall could even make the automatics, couldn't they? If you look at the Championship, Millwall are only a point behind second place Borough. So, yeah. Ipswich drawing today against Leicester. Wrexham. I don't think Wrexham can make the automatics, but I think Wrexham can certainly make the playoffs. Hull should probably make the playoffs. I think probably the 4 that are in there now will probably make the playoffs. I think it'll be Millwall, Ipswich, Hull and Wrexham. Maybe Millwall could jump ahead of Borough. Maybe even Ipswich could jump ahead of Borough. Mike says they are still going to penalties. And Broken Verdict says, I hate that Rats is a United fan. To be honest, Garnacho, I always feel like he's got loads of talent, but he doesn't apply himself anywhere near as much as he should or could. But yeah, it's not worked out for him at Chelsea. And I did think the move to Chelsea was the wrong move for his career-wise. Chelsea again here. I think they've got to get a second to try and kill this off, haven't they? Second probably does... Well, I'll say a second. It'd be a 4th overall, but a second in extra time. If they get another one in extra time, that probably does just end the game. Ben says them nets made it look crap how it bounced straight out. It's because he hit it against the stanchion, didn't he? The base of the net. and it bounced straight out. Timbo, Millwall up would be carnage. The hooligan firms would be back out in force. And Stacey, who do you want Liverpool to face in the next round? Give us Arsenal, Stacey. Give us Arsenal. We'll take Arsenal in the FA Cup. Right, here we go. Here he is. Derry on for Neto. Jesse Derry. We were talking about him earlier in the game. We watched Jesse Derry for England under-19s in the under-19 European Championships last summer. He was a Palace player at that point. Chelsea have signed him, and he was very impressive. But he's done really well in the under-19s, in the lower levels, and now he's making his... I think this is his debut for Chelsea, actually. Timbo, you're saying it's not worked out for Garnacho, but he's 21 in his first year with us. I think he'll be fine in time. I think when I say it's not worked out, mate, what I'm actually getting at really is the fact that he's played how many minutes, how many games? 18 all season. Wrexham, nearly on the counter-attack. Wrexham are still making chances. It's not finished, this. It's not finished by a long shot. Yeah, 18 appearances for Chelsea is not anywhere near enough. It's nowhere near enough, that. And the second game, this for Derry. All right, okay. Fair enough. I'll take it all back. Dan says Chelsea love the Garnacho kind of player. Think of Mudryk. Rats. Yeah. Yellow card for Wrexham again. Another yellow. Probably another claim for a red card from Chelsea, to be honest. Sarah, Stacey, I'm not bothered. I'd like Chelsea if they get through. Do you know what? I'll take it back. I don't want Arsenal yet. I want Chelsea because I want to revisit to the FA Cup and Champions League time when we used to play Chelsea, Liverpool like 5 times a season. It was brilliant in the Jose and Rafa era. I'd like to get back to that. I'd love it if we had a revisit to that season. We'd play Chelsea in the FA Cup, play them in the Champions League, because we will do. Once we beat Galatasaray, they beat PSG. We'll play Chelsea over 2 legs. Let's get them in both competitions. I'd love that. Timbo, we've got 3 other £50 million wingers. He wasn't going to start every week, to be fair. I know, and that's why I'm saying I don't think it was a smart move. Because you signed him, you signed Estevar, you signed Gittins. You've also got Neto, you've got... I mean, Christ, who else have you not got? Chelsea have got about 19 wingers, haven't you? And that's not including the ones that you've just, managed to move out, like Sterling and, Mudryk's still there in some way, and Tyreek George has only just gone out on loan. It feels like you're swamped with wingers, so Chelsea was almost the worst possible way they could... Oh, Braga 2, Sporting 2. Yeah, Chelsea was almost the worst possible place for Garnacho, in my opinion. The Arsenal says, what was your results versus Chelsea this season? We've only played them once this season, and we lost in the last minute at Stamford Bridge. But we've got a pretty decent record against Chelsea, and I don't think they've actually won at Anfield in a very long time. So I'd fancy Chelsea if we got them at Anfield. I'd fancy them in the FA Cup at Stamford Bridge, but yeah, certainly wouldn't be gutted if we got Chelsea. Broken Verdict says Liverpool v Arsenal would be crazy to prefer you to beat Arsenal and ease any quadruple hope than hope City knock you out. I can't stand Arsenal and I still hate Liverpool more. Love that. Yeah, see, I'm the same, mate. It's always United for me. As a Liverpool fan, I hate United. You guys hate us. That's how it's meant to be. But yeah, don't like United and don't like Everton. Arsenal and Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea are next on the rung, and then maybe Arsenal, given the recent sort of delusions. But no, to be honest, I don't really feel that strongly about Arsenal. But Chelsea, I definitely don't like. This is great play by Chelsea at the edge of the box. Come on, Wrexham. Come on, Wrexham. Still time. Still time. Dan, Gerrard v Lampard, Torres v Drogba, Terry v Carragher. Dan, I always remember Chelsea, Liverpool like 06, same kit, identical, red and blue, decent games, good era. See, I didn't even like the Torres Drogba era. We lost them ones. We lost them when we had Torres. We won when we had like
Tout and Crouch. And even before that, Milan Barros and Gibril Cisse. When we had the worst team, comfortably the worst team, we always beat Chelsea. And I thought when we had a better team than them, they beat us. They beat us when they had like Alex at the back, rocketing it in. Three stars says, how far on the rung is Forest, Key? Forest as a club, I don't mind. Yeah. I don't really mind Forest as a club. Not a lover of Brian Clough. Funny, but not really a lover of Brian Clough. Connor says, Key, we're going to have a half-time quiz for a second time on this match. Third time? Well, we've done, yeah, that would be the second half-time quiz, wouldn't it? No, because it's just a changeover. They literally just walk over. It's not going to be time. Won't have time for a half-time quiz. Sorry, let's just keep updated on the Newcastle game. It's still 0-0 in that one, by the way. We've not missed anything. Thankfully. There's 3 minutes of injury time at the end of the first half of extra time at the Racecourse Ground. Wrexham 2, Chelsea 3. Wrexham down to 10 men. Wrexham playing for penalties, but Chelsea have done really well. And on the counter-attack now, they're looking more and more likely to kill it off. They should kill it off here. Cucurella claim for a penalty. Terrible. It's not a penalty. Never in a million years. Maddow says, peace and love for Liverpool and United fans here with Key. I won't go as far as peace and love. We still give each other grief. There's still meant to be banter. I don't like it when they give me banter and I sit here fizzing. Nick, I just had an easy peeler that wasn't very easy to peel. Who should I report the incident to? Absolutely shocking when that happens, isn't it? Hate it. It's not Satsuma season though yet, Nick. Satsumas are the ones you want. Stay away from clementines. Stay away from tangerines. Satsumas, easier to peel. No pips with Satsumas. But it's not Satsuma season. Bud9634, Key, you still salty, lad? Always. Always. Dan, Key, you getting your Panini sticker book for the World Cup then? Do you know what? I hadn't even thought about it, but I might do. I genuinely might do. Do you know what? I'm going to do some openings. I'm going to get the stickers and I'm going to open them live. Should we open them together and try and complete the book together by the end of the World Cup? That would be a great little thing, that, wouldn't it? Should we do that? That's a great idea. I'm going to pinch that. Dan, you're right. Let's do it. I've not done the World Cup sticker book for a long time. I think the last time I did the World Cup sticker book was it Brazil? Or was it South Africa? I think it was 2014. It was 2014, I think. Yeah, 2014 was the last World Cup sticker book I did. 12 years ago. And I only did it because, I don't know if he's still in the chat. There's a mate of mine, my best mate, he's in the chat tonight. He has been, I don't know if he's still there. Big Wigan fan. And we decided we were going to relive our youth and kill some time in work by getting the World Cup sticker book and doing swaps with each other on our dinner break. It was so cringy and sad, but I loved it. It was brilliant. Kiefer Moore. Oh, unlucky. It's going to be a throw into Wrexham. Where are we up to? Sorry. Lorenzo, we laugh and mock each other still. We do indeed, yes. Maddow says Liverpool Forest hate goes back to the 70s. Get over it, key lad. And Sarah says, Chimey, that's because you guys have sacked since Fergie left. Brothers, instead of World Cup halftime quizzes, do halftime sticker openings. I think we'll do both. I'm happy to do both. I am ashamed to say, I did actually used to buy a ridiculous amount of the World Cup stickers. I don't know how much they are now, though. I have no idea how much the World Cup sticker books are. But they were very, very expensive. Broken Verdict says, definitely no peace and love, mate. Respect to Key, though. We'll always hate each other. What's annoying is that Liverpool and United never seem to be in a title race together. One day. Not well. I mean, I wouldn't go that far. We were in a title race together. Was it 2008-09? 2008-09. We beat you at Old Trafford 4-1. And we were there. We had you. We were in front. And then Makeda, who never did anything else in his entire career, won you a game last minute. Federico Makeda, and I was at that game as well. I was at that United Villa game. I was right behind it. Federico Makeda scored United against Aston Villa. Shocking. Absolutely destroyed me, that goal. It battered me. And then, and we were doing stupid stuff like drawing away to Middlesbrough. I used to buy match attacks, says Andy. We are definitely gonna do that. I like that idea. I really like that idea. We're gonna do some openings, some sticker openings. We'll get the World Cup sticker book and we'll start it together. And I'll get, how many stickers do you think we need? Do you know what? I'll have a look. We'll have to have a look and see. One, how much they are. One, how much they are. Two, how many stickers you get in a pack. We'll end up with a swaps pile like this. Jesus Christ. But we'll do it. I promise you we'll do it. We'll do it and we'll go through it and let's aim to complete the World Cup sticker book by the end of the World Cup. You have my word. I might need to open a PO box so that we can do some swaps. I'll send whoever's if you guys are doing your own, we'll do some swapsies. I'll send you mine, you send me yours. Gareth Mansell, anything to say about Arsenal? I've not, mate. No, I've not. I haven't watched them today. I don't know what's going on with Arsenal. I know you've won, but I've no idea about anything else. Newcastle just nearly scored, says Sarah. Where's Ronaldo? Says, Key, do you hate Ronaldo? No, I don't hate Ronaldo. Not at all. Very good player. Dan says, no ordering the stickers online. Go into your local corner shop. Ask for 10 packs for 20 quid. No shame. Look him straight in the eye. Not sure you'll get them in the States though, mate. Might have to buy them in bulk before we go. I'll get a big massive box full of them. 5,000 packs for $2,500 or whatever it is. I don't know. We'll see. I will definitely get them. To be honest, you used to be able to. I'm not proud of this. But you used to be able to, because they never registered. They never registered on the, do you know the self checkouts at Tesco? I'm not proud of this. Cuff me. They never registered on the self checkouts at Tesco. So when we used to go on our dinner hour, this is back in 2014. I've turned all I've long since abandoned the criminal lifestyle. But we used to go to Tesco and you'd buy like 5 packs, but you'd like put 6 on, and it never registered. So you'd always get like an extra pack. So we got away with like whatever it was, 60p a pack or whatever. Got a free 60p, got a free pack. But that was our way of looking at it. We bought 5. Surely we deserve a 6th. That's just like, that's fair. That's really. We never did any more than that, though. I don't think it would take some balls to like put 20 down and just pay for 5. We did use pinch 1 or 2. Get an extra 1 every time we went. Absolute scumbags. Timbo says, I think we've played something stupid like 115 games since the start of last season. I'm surprised we've not even had more injuries than we've already had, touch wood. And Dorsal Pig says, Darman had an excellent game, was unlucky to not get a goal or an assist. Dan, imagine that at customs. You bringing anything illegal into the country, sir? Nope, just 5,000 packs of the World Cup stickers. Pride of Merseyside says, Key also bought a home Liverpool 08-09 shirt. Brilliant condition, authentic with Cara on the back for a tenner. Oh, is it the grey? Is it the grey one? Or the home? Oh, it's home. You said home. Sorry. 124 says, box of World Cup stickers on Argos, £100, 8 in a pack. 100 quid? It's bad, that. Dill says, do you think it'll go to pens or not? Chelsea got lucky. I still think Wrexham can get one more. Yeah, I think Wrexham can certainly... They're creating chances. It's not like they're not committing bodies forward. If anything, Chelsea are being a bit reckless. Wrexham now flying forward. Far post. Jesse Derry, good bit of defending. Got to get the ball in, Wrexham. It's a free kick. I think he's dragged it back for a free kick, has he? Free kick to Wrexham. Is it a free kick to Wrexham? Yeah. Free kick to Wrexham on the edge of the box. This is a massive, massive opportunity for Wrexham. Kiefer Moore was dragged down here at the edge of the box while the chance was being created. Either way, Wrexham have got a free kick here. Let's just watch this back. As the ball comes out to the right-hand side, Kiefer Moore, oh yeah. Yeah, Gusto just steps across him, doesn't he? It is a foul and a free kick. So it's a free kick on the edge of the box. Timbo, can't believe I'm watching a criminal. Told you, shameless. I'm basically Frank Gallagher. Scatter. Broken Verdict says, sounds mad, but I don't remember that 08-09 season that well. I was quite young though. Key, do you think Henderson's a better captain than Gerrard? Not a player, but as a captain. I saw this online. Yeah, I think probably. Well, he probably is a better. It depends what you want from a captain. No, I don't think he is actually. No. I think Henderson's not a better captain. He's as good maybe as a captain and as a leader, but he just was benefited by the fact that he played in much better sides. That's ultimately what it was. Pride of Merseyside ain't buying a shirt of classic football shirts when I was 70 when there's vintage. Well, that's true enough. Wrexham, miles over the bar. Pour that from Wrexham. Timbo Hendo was defo a better captain than Gerrard. Carragher was probably the real captain of that side. Ronaldo the GOAT. Key, read my message, please. I've read it, mate. I've read it. I've already read it. Dan, Panini album comes out April 2026. Right, next month. It's my birthday next month as well. I'm getting it. We'll get it next month. 7 stickers a pack now. Robin Bastard. I know, it's shocking that, isn't it? I'm going to have to do my old Tesco trick again. Do you reckon I can strike a deal with Panini? You think 2 million viewers? Got 2 million viewers on this channel last month. Do you think we can get a deal with Panini if we say to him, listen, 2 million viewers a month, I want to do the World Cup sticker book. Any chance? You know, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. Any chance? You wing me an extra couple of packs of stickers. Honestly, I'll do it whether they do or not, to be honest. I think that's a great idea. I'm a big kid. I'll definitely do it. Ronaldo the GOAT, so do you hate Ronaldo? I already answered it, mate. No. ZQXV, we've started brilliant this game. Well, and they've scored! Newcastle are 1-0 in front! Oh, we're missing Newcastle 1-0 in front. Who scored it? Who scored it, though? Let's have a look. Let's just put the Newcastle game on very quickly. Let's just put the Newcastle game on very, very quickly. Who scored for Newcastle? Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes. It's always Harvey Barnes. Giving it the old bloody boy bow and arrow. Let's have a look. Oh, might be offside. It's very close for Newcastle and City. Could be offside. Harvey Barnes. No, it's a great goal though. Fabulous finish. Brilliant finish. It's just whether or not he's going to be onside. Could be offside. Dan, I know it's sad, but apparently it takes over £1,000 to fill it. So many duplicates. Might have to phone Panini. I'll phone Panini, see if they're up for doing a little sponsorship deal. If you see Premier League Dad sponsored by Panini, you know what's happened. Right. Well, it is now Newcastle 1-0 in front. Oh my God, and Wrexham have equalised as well! Yes! It's 3-3! Wrexham are level! Wrexham are level! Get in there! Have that, Chelsea! Come on! Wrexham 3, Chelsea 3. It's Brunt. It's Brunt. Chelsea burying the Brunt, and the referee's looking at it. Don't rule this out, mate. Don't rule this out. It's a corner ball. It's whipped in. Oh, he might be offside at the back stick. Oh, do you know what's so annoying? If he leaves this, I think it goes in anyway. Oh, it's going in anyway. It's going in anyway. If this is offside, I'm telling you, Brunt is an absolute knobrot. He's offside. Oh my God. Oh my God. As if this is going to get ruled out for offside. Oh, you absolute numbnut. So bad this. If this gets ruled out for offside. It's so grim, that. That's so bad. It's going to get ruled out, innit? It is going to get ruled out. He's offside. Chelsea are so lucky. Why has he done that? Why has he headed it in? The ball's going in. Leave it. Leave it. It's a header at the near post. It's going in. Leave the ball alone. He's offside. He is, I'm telling you. He's offside. That's so bad. VAR check. It's going to be ruled out. Wrexham 3, Chelsea 3, but it is going to be ruled out for offside. He's off. There you go. Offside. Fucking shocking. Honestly. So bad, that. So bad. Why have you headed that in? Why have you headed that in? Stupid, stupid boy. You'd be raging. You'd be absolutely raging if you're a Wrexham fan. It's been chalked off, and it is 3-2 Chelsea still. Still a long way to go. Right, sorry, get the timer going again. Apologies. It was going in, wasn't it? It was going in. How was that lucky when he's offside? That player is just a fool. He is a fool, isn't he? He's absolutely a fool. But it's just so grim that actually gets ruled out. It's going in, lad. Just leave it. Broken Verdict says, I wanted to banter Chelsea for losing to 10 men. I wanted them to join the club. Wally Key didn't know you were a Wrexham fan. I'm not a Wrexham fan, but I don't like Chelsea and I like the underdog. So yeah, I was rooting for Wrexham, of course. L. Edwards says we need to lock in and score another goal to secure the win. I don't know what we're doing. Chelsea have been very fortunate. They've played really poorly today, and 3 minutes left to go plus injury time in extra time against 10 men, Wrexham. Dorsal Pig says his left foot was off and he didn't score with it. Sadly, it doesn't matter. You only have to be offside with a part of your body that you can score with. That's the rules, isn't it? Unfortunately. 3-star says you might even get a discount key if you tell Panini we are not interested in the Reggie players from the respective teams. I'm well up for it. I am well up for it. L. Edwards says this has been one of the deadest performances I've seen from Chelsea this season. That's from a Chelsea fan as well, to be fair. Pride of Merseyside says Newcastle should take advantage of this City back line here. And Dan, if you can't get sponsored by Panini, how about asking Tesco? I've got contacts at Tesco as well. I used to work with Tesco. Could do, couldn't I? Premier League Dad, sponsored by Tesco. Trying to secure some sponsors for the World Cup. So far, I've got a couple of offers, but I'm trying to get a couple more lined up. Broken verdict, Key. Do not rewatch that Arsenal game. It's Haramball FC. Jordan, how are Wrexham doing? Well, they're currently 3-2 down, but they've just had a goal ruled out. What a piece of play that is. Oh, my God. Go on, Kiefer Moore. Oh, beautiful play by Wrexham. Get in the box, lad. How's that a foul, ref? Oh, this ref's an absolute numpty. Yeah, Kiefer Moore, you deck him, lad. Go on. You're not big enough, Baddy, you shield. You're not big enough, lad. Kiefer Moore will have you. Go on. Shocking. Peter Banks. This referee, Banks. Peter Wanks. That's what he is. Timbo says, if we make it through today, I'm just glad we've had our shit game today rather than next week. And Ben says, have you seen that Big Sam Skydock Bolton days? Good watch. I've not, I've not. Sarah says you worked for Tesco after robbing them. Not worked for them, just they were a client. They were a client of mine. So, you could argue I robbed them blind twice. Contact. I do have contacts at Tesco. I will not. It's not me. I'm not. Quit bragging, Key. You're not big. Big time Charlie. Got contacts at Tesco, don't you know? It's not Waitrose. Reese says Premier League Dad sponsored by Ryanair. Don't think he'd get sponsored by Ryanair. Low prices. Ryan, this ref he has definitely let the side down tonight, hasn't he? It's been very poor. Alejandro Garnacho's just been carded. Probably for his Urdu, to be honest. L. Edwards says, I still reckon we'll do very good against PSG, even though we're playing awful this game. How many minutes left at the end? Callum Doyle has been given Emirates Player of the Match. His goal got Wrexham in front 2-1 earlier in the game. Wrexham just couldn't hang on to it. How many minutes, ref? How many extra minutes? 5 minutes added on at the end of this game. Oh. Dan, you know the cashier or the trolley boy then? Assistant to the store manager. Cleared them away. No, I'm talking super senior. Like the bigwigs at Tesco. The guys who look after the trolley guys. Strike Wrexham! Oh, have you missed it? Another absolute shocker. Oh, Brian, you've got to hit that. Oh. As if that's not gone in. Phil Parkinson saying there, he's pointed to his watch and he's saying to the players, lads, you've still got time. I'm telling you, there's more opportunities for Wrexham. This has been a hell of a cup tie. You've got to put that on target, O'Brien. I can't believe he misses it. Oh, it's so bad. Timbo, I've not seen a player on the losing team given man of the match before today, and now it's happened twice. Dan, anyway, I'm taking full chops for the Patini shout. Lapping it. You should. Yeah, listen up, mate. I will give you full credit. I'll even put it in the bio during the World Cup. I'll say, this World Cup Panini gimmick was sponsored by Dan Ashenden. One of our favourite Dans on Premier League Dad. Ryan, Key, you're such a sad person, Arsenal hater. You're 6th. Arsenal are top. Hold it. Oh, Ryan, you sure told me. You told me. Put me in my place. Chelsea is so poor, says Connor. Well, there's 3 minutes left. The Wrexham are flying down the left-hand side. Come on. There's still time. There is still time. I believe. I believe. Do you believe? Come on, Wrexham. Get your ball in your box. Go on, lad. Good ball in. Cleared away. Goal kick. Shit. Goal says, wait, didn't Wrexham equalise? What happened? They conceded. Yeah. Wrexham, not only... Oh, they equalised, but it was ruled out for VAR. Nearly 1-1. Good save. Nearly 1-1 in the City game. L. Edwards, I see Chelsea scoring again. Well, there's only 120 seconds left in this tie. And as it stands, I'll be honest, it's looking more and more likely that Wrexham are going to pinch an equaliser than Chelsea, but it could well be, certainly could well be that it just finishes as it is, 3-2. Wrexham flying up the left-hand side now. Lots of chances. That's straight out of play. That's poor. Timbo, come on, Chelsea. Time waste. Take a leaf out of Arsenal's book and time waste. Liam says, are you watching Newcastle v City after this key? Yes, as soon as this game finishes, just a reminder, as soon as this game finishes, once the ref blows up full time, we will literally end the stream. There's a redirect on the stream, so you should go straight over to the Newcastle City game. However, what I'll do is I will go on to the City game now, and I'll give you the link. We can put the Newcastle City link in so that you can go straight to it if you want, and I'll pin it in the chat because I'm a nice guy. Right, there you go. Replace pinned message. There you go. So, the pinned comment. Oh, Chelsea 4-2. What was I saying? I said Wrexham was more likely to score. If anything, Chelsea have done it. They've finished the game off. Wrexham 2, Chelsea 4. Bastards. As if they've done it. Wrexham 2, Chelsea 4. They've won it at the end. It's so gutting that. Because honestly, Wrexham have been the better team. They really have been the better team overall. Chelsea, the spawny buggers. Should have been 3-3 this, shouldn't it? If Brunt, for some reason, he tries to tap it into an empty net, it's already going in. If he leaves it, it's 3-3, and it's probably going to penalties, this. But, yeah, João Pedro doing what he's been doing so well recently. Cuts inside onto his right foot and just puts it in the bottom corner. Really good goal from João Pedro. And it is the João Pedro 4-2 for Chelsea. Right. Okay, well then, with that in mind, let's end the live and we will switch over to the Newcastle-Manchester City game. Newcastle City, 32 minutes on the clock on that one. The game is done here. It's full time. As soon as I end the live, it will switch over to Newcastle and City. Give me 2 minutes and I'll be back with you. If you haven't got the link, it's in the pinned comment in the chat. So click the link in the pinned comment and you'll move over to the Newcastle City game with me. I'll see you there in 2 minutes. Literally 2 minutes. If you're watching on TikTok, I'll end the live. I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes. Give me some time. I'll be back with you for Newcastle City. Come on, the boys.